Okay, hello everybody, good afternoon, happy Monday. How is everyone today? Good to see you guys, thanks for joining us. Give me 1 sec, let's check OBS. All right, can you guys hear me okay? How's everything going? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Welcome to this Monday, regularly scheduled No Man's Sky Monday shenanigans. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Okay, Cody Hernandez says, sounds good, thank you. Okay, let's get them shouts out of the way. So, Cody Hernandez, good to see you, thanks for joining us. Nurse Nerd Gamer, hello, welcome, good to see you, thanks for joining us, and happy Monday. Dustin, how's it going? It's good to see you, thanks for joining us. Oh, looks like Streamlabs is working today. Good job, Streamlabs. Giannis, good to see you, thanks for joining us today. How are you? Oh, in fact, before we begin, let me type something, because I always forget to do this. Pardon me. Give me a second. I always forget to type this before starting. Okay. There we go. All right. That's better. That's better. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining us today. Let me refresh this page over here. And we will begin in like 2 or 3 seconds. Let's get rid of that ad. All right, let me check audio. I swear, I hate this thing. All right, there we go. Okay, it works. Stupid Bluetooth speaker. I will never buy another Bose Bluetooth speaker ever again. Those things are garbage. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. I am Oddman105, aka The Odd One. This is a regularly scheduled Monday live stream of some Grand Theft Auto, I wish. No Man's Sky shenanigans. We're back on the ugly starship hunt. So, let's go ahead, transition. Let's bring up OBS. Let me pause this. Let's see. OBS is good. Transition. Okay. Now, what we're doing today is we're going to begin with the weekend Nexus mission to make some money. From there, I think I have some nanites to process so we can make even more money. And we're going to get back on the old, ugly starship hunt, like, immediately. So that's what we're going to do today. Yana says, just started playing story mode in GTA, forgot how good it is. Oh, story mode in Grand Theft Auto is awesome. It is. When GTA 6 releases, I would like to do a story mode playthrough myself. Just when, for when like GTA 6 releases, just for, old school Grand Theft Auto 5. Catrell, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, people, we are ready. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Before we begin, please, everyone take a second, read and follow the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. And we'll leave it at that. Oh, hold it. There we go. Let's see here. Pin. There we go. Did I not switch? I'm having one of them days today. Yeah, give me a second. Okay, that's better. And let's switch that to live chat. Okay, we're ready. We are ready. Hey, Cottrell, I'm doing well. How are you, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, let me adjust this. Yeah, having to do a few extra things because my laptop's been crapping out on me recently, so we're trying to work around that and keep the stream up. All right, we are ready. Let's do it. I love this song, by the way. This song is called Liberation by Ashter Fulero. This song is on the YouTube audio library, and it's free to all content creators. Stuart Laker, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's do this, people. Let's do this. Okay, we are ready. Let's bring up OBS. OBS is good. All right. Okay, download required. What save is that? Custom. We're going to be on the live stream Let's Play anyway, but let's update this one. Just in case anybody was wondering, apparently Hello Games was having issues with their server yesterday, and I couldn't, for the life of me, update my saves. Yeah, the No Man's Sky Discovery servers were down for some time, and I'm not sure why, but that's a thing. Okay, let's do it. First order of business is to continue with the Starship Hunt, but what we're going to do first is go make some Quicksilver. We're going to make some money. We're going to go make some money. That's what we're going to do. So let's start with the Weekend Nexus mission. And as a matter of fact, we're already here. Nice. Perfect. Don't even ask me what I'm doing in this system. Oh, you know what? You know what? I think there... Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's check something before we head down to start the Weekend Nexus mission. I think there was a good Sentinel ship in this star system. I'm not sure. I can't remember. There might have been a good Sentinel ship in the star system. Let's find out. I'm not sure if I have a base here in this star system. This is an outlaw dissident system too. Okay, space stations. Yep, this is an outlaw system, current system. I don't have a base here, huh? Don't have a base here. Recent. My bases, let's see. Nope, we don't have a base here. Okay. So I am not sure. I don't know what the Sentinel ship is for this system. I don't know. So we're going to find out. We'll find out. I can't remember. All right, nice. Very nice. Okay, let's do this. So let's start the Weekend Nexus mission. I have no idea what it is. I'm not expecting a big crowd today. It's been slow in No Man's Sky. Since the expedition was kind of a flop for some people. I liked it. I thought the expedition was fine. But a lot of people didn't like it. So that's a thing, I guess. I thought the expedition was fine. I had fun with it. Now, that being said, we're not going to do it again. That's way too much grind for me. Way too much grind. So how are we for stuff? We can drop that off. This is an infraknife. We should probably make some more of those. Got a bunch of glass to get rid of. Okay, here we go. Let's see, what is the Weekend Nexus mission? Deborah, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Okay, so Deborah says, I'm doing my 4th one, almost done with the permanent expedition. That's insanity. That is insane. Your fourth one. I did it twice, and I only did it the second time was so that I could unlock the Wayfarer, not Wayfarer, whatever the outfit is, the special outfit. I guess it's the Wayfarer outfit, so that I could unlock that outfit on my GOG account. That's it. I'm not doing that expedition again. No, we're just not going to do it. We're not going to do it. That's a whole lot of no. No, just stop it. Okay, initialize. So Deborah says, I think it is super easy to do. It is. It is. I mean, it's not a difficult expedition. There's nothing difficult about it. The problem with the expedition, I think, is that for most players is that it was way too grindy. And the core content for the Remnant update was pretty lackluster. Like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, after I got hands-on with the update prior to the expedition, I was done with it in 20 minutes. Everything I needed to know about the update, I knew within the first 20 minutes of gameplay. So after like 20 minutes, it just wasn't fun. There was nothing else to do. Now, that being said, the expedition was a lot of fun. The expedition was a great deal of fun. Yeah, Deborah, exactly. Trash collecting. Graybeard, how's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us today. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the concept. I thought it was a very unique touch and a different way to play No Man's Sky. But that being said, I think the whole idea of trash collecting in No Man's Sky is more of Hello Games testing new game mechanics for Light No Fire. I honestly think that's what they're doing. They're testing new gameplay mechanics for Light No Fire. This is a beautiful planet, man. Look at the colors. All right, let's go find a bunch of weird animals. Let's just find a bunch of weirdo animals and tame them, I guess. Okay, we are here. So Deborah says, yeah, I thought that was in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, do we have...
Extreme Sentinel planet.
Are you... really? An extreme Sentinel planet, I swear.
Extreme Sentinel planet.
Yep. A hostile Sentinel planet, high security planet. Here we go. I will murk out this whole planet if I have to. It will happen today. I'll murk out this whole planet. Elvis God says, are you playing PC or console? We're on the Xbox today. We're on the Xbox. Dragonheart, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, we got a set. Bro, if you fire one shot at me, Sentinel, I will throw an open water bottle at the back of your motherboard. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Get wrecked. Bro, I will throw an open water bottle at the back of your motherboard. It's on. It's on. Get wrecked. You guys want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bring it. Oh, you want some too? That's right. I'm taking all your money. Give me your money. Give me that money. Get out of here. Bring it. I'll murk out this whole planet. So, the Elvis God, what's the deal? Do you need somebody? Are you looking for somebody to just play No Man's Sky with? If that's the case, let me recommend that you go to the Space Anomaly. You go to the Space Anomaly and turn on your multiplayer. There are plenty of players in the Space Anomaly that'll play the game with you. For me, routinely, multiplayer gameplay on my channel does poorly with the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, people don't want to see multiplayer gameplay on my channel. That's one of the reasons why I don't. Not to say that I'm not willing. For a game like No Man's Sky, it's not really a big deal, but in general, multiplayer gameplay, it depends on the game. If it's like an FPS or something like that where you got to do multiplayer, that's different. But a game like No Man's Sky or Grand Theft Auto, people don't want to see the multiplayer gameplay on my channel. And every live stream that I've hosted multiplayer gameplay is done poorly with the algorithm. So that's why I usually play solo. But if you're looking to play... if you're looking to play No Man's Sky with other players, I do recommend that you go to the Space Anomaly. Excuse me. And the Space Anomaly, there'll be plenty of players on the Space Anomaly that you can play the game with, if that's what you're looking to do. Yeah, we're on the Xbox today. So you're having problems with lagging on your system.
Elite Sentinel Force.
Oh, Elite Sentinel Force, huh? Bring it. Bring it. Who wants some? Oh. Let's get Mr. Fourlegs over here. Let's get Mr. Doggy Dude. What's up, bro? Where's he at? Reload. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get wrecked. So Stuart Laker says, as long as you stay within the same system, you can do it on another planet. I don't care about that, because this is fun. This is fun. I like beating up on Sentinels. Yeah, I like beating up on Sentinels. This is perfectly fine. And once we finish this, we'll gain access to a Sentinel pillar. Yeah, murking out the Sentinels is part of the fun for me. Who else wants some? Serious Joker, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. So Elvis God, what graphics card are you using?
Warning. Sentinel Walker detected.
I recommend, if you haven't done so, because it's a new gaming system, just make sure your display drivers are up to date. Update your display drivers. Didn't I just kill this dude? Hold on. Get wrecked. Go into your system settings for No Man's Sky. Go into your No Man's Sky settings and reduce. You may need to reduce your graphics settings. I do recommend that you limit your frame rate, because you can adjust the frame rate for No Man's Sky on PC. I recommend that you adjust it to 60 FPS. Leave it on 60 FPS and that might help. Just make sure your graphics drivers are up to date. Alright, where's Big Boy? Where's Big Boy? Where's he at? I know Big Boy's over here somewhere. Yeah, there's a triangle dude out here. Where's he at? He's spawning. There he is. Get rid of him. Yeah, this is what a fully upgraded pulse spitter can do to Sentinels. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. Get wrecked. So, 7900 XTX. Ooh, that's a good card, too. 24 gigabyte GPU, 9950X 3D. That system should have no problem with running this game. It sounds to me like display drivers. Update your graphics drivers, man. Try updating your graphics drivers. Yeah, you got a beast of a system there, man. You should have no problem running this game at all. I wish I could get a 7900 XTX. Deborah says, do you think there's a PC bug in the game right now? As two streamers have had issues today with the lag. I had some issue yesterday because I was recording footage for an upcoming episode of Flippin' Ships No Man's Sky Edition, top 5 starships, and there was a lot of micro stutters. A lot of micro stutters in my game yesterday. It didn't matter which save I played on. If Hello Games released a patch or released an update, usually if they really release an update, what will happen is that your PC will need to reload its shader cache. And that causes a lag and stutter. So I think if Hello Games put out a patch recently, and I think they may have, that can make all the difference. Yeah, I see Big Boy over there. I got something for him. We're going to shut these Sentinels down. We're shutting them down. We're shutting them down. Yeah, I got something for your hostile Sentinel planet, buddy. I got something for you. Oh, there's big boy. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, we'll just ignore big boy for a minute. Take care of the little guys. Now, I prefer to play No Man's Sky on PC. Boy, this storm is insane. I prefer to play No Man's Sky on PC because of it's got better graphics. The PC has better graphics overall. Man, what do you want? Get out of here. Yeah, Elris God, no problem, man, no problem at all. Yeah, I run a an RX 6750 XT on mine. Hey, we just got a massive donation from the Elris God.
For a helpful creator.
Hey, brother, thank you so much for that massive donation, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Everyone, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to the Elris God, who just beat the game. Hey, brother, thank you so much for that donation. Thanks for your generosity and thanks for your support. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Also, Elvis God, yes, there's a on your system you should have it's called the AMD Adrenaline app. Basically, you should have AMD software on your PC that you can use to update your display driver. And since your system was pre-built, your PC should have that software already installed or pre-installed. So you should be good to go. So as you say, it's on 60 FPS, still has screen tearing. That could be a FreeSync issue. That could be a FreeSync issue. Screen tearing. Turn off. Oh my God, because I had the same problem. I got to think. Turn off any kind of frame generation. Disable frame generation. Disable FSR. Or Fidelity Super Resolution. Turn all that stuff off and then try it. Also, if you're using a FreeSync monitor, you may want to turn on FreeSync in your Adrenaline software. All of that software should be in the AMD software suite on your PC. Yeah, I can't show you here because I'm on console. All right, let's murk this dude out and get this over with. Get out of here. Broke your legs. Get your ankles broken. Corey Kinshing style. Get your ankles broken. Get your ankles broken. Hold it. Oh, be going cray-cray. Get your ankles broken. Get out of here. We shut them down. Give me that Walker brain. Give me that Walker brain. You know, there's supposed to be another Walker brain over here somewhere. We're supposed to get 2 Walker brains. Hey, I feel gypped. Where's my other Walker brain? All right. So, ladies and gents, there is a Sentinel pillar somewhere in this system. Oh, hold on. Is it on this planet? It is. 14 minutes away. Let's mark it. Okay, that's done. That's done. I told you, Sentinels, don't mess with me. Don't mess with the odd man. So what's that? Oberon KC says I've only been getting one brain recently. They might have patched it. Originally, you're only supposed to get a single brain. Yeah, but yeah, we used to get 2 brains, but I've only gotten 1, so no big deal. Usually, a long time ago, you only got a single brain. Okay, let's, this is ridiculous. Let's, tame these stupid pets and get out of here. Let's see. Here we go. So how many pets? 42. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So Giannis says, I just had a funny moment. Or let's back up. Deborah says, there should be, yeah, yes, there should be, but sometimes I only get 1. I think one of the brains clips through the world. I think it actually falls through the world. Okay, let's tame these stupid pets so we can get off this rock. Yeah, I like beating up on Sentinels. Yeah, beating up on the Sentinels is fun, man. Especially with this multi-tool, Sentinels are no problem at all. Okay, where are the bugs? There they are. So we got to tame 42 bugs. All right, whose idea was it to tame these cockroaches? So we got to tame 42 cockroaches. All right. All right, let's go. Eat up, boyos. Let's go. Yeah, it might be easier to go to another planet. So what do these guys give, by the way? So what do you got? Stimulate mucus. Okay, we'll take one of those. That is disgusting, by the way. Totally disgusting. Okay, Elvis God, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. Take care. God bless to you. Thank you for your generosity and your support as always, man. Thanks so much, brother. We'll see you next time.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Pardon me for a sec. Oh, sorry about that. Random phone call from a random person. Okay, so we already fed that dude. What about you, buddy? Okay, this guy. And it's another stupid storm. Okay. Yeah, this is probably not the best planet to do this on. Yeah, we will probably go to another planet because this planet sucks. It absolutely sucks. But before we go anywhere, we got to hit up that Sentinel pillar. There might be a good multi-tool over there. Might be a good multi-tool over there. Yeah, I know that's a salvageable scrap, but we're not here for that. What is this? Oh, sac venom? Heck no. So, Operation Katana, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Stuart Licker says, I fed the animals and did not get attacked. First thing the Sentinels did when I got to this planet was try to beat me up. So, first thing the Sentinels did was try to beat me up. So that says a lot. Okay, we're going to be here a month of Sundays. Looks like the rest of the fauna is they're flying. Yep, we're going to another planet. We're going to another planet. This planet sucks. Hold on a second. Let's check discoveries. What do we have for planets in this system? All right. Dusty, Frostbound, Barren Moon, Nuclear, and Torrid. Activated Copper. I guess we can go there. Yeah, just out of just, you know, what planet, what do we have here? Because this planet sucks. 13 fauna, but all I see are cockroaches. So, Oberon KC says, I did the mission by tossing fauna out the back of my Corvette. That's actually a really good idea. I don't have a Corvette on this character. Yeah, I don't have a Corvette on this character just because I have the Corvettes on another save. And since I do a lot of, starship hunting, I would prefer not to, oh, here we go. I'd prefer not to have too many Corvettes on the safe because unlike other ships, you can't store a Corvette. All right. What time is it in game? Eat up, boyos. Never thought I'd see the day where I would be feeding cockroaches. So Deborah says the Sentinels came in and looked and said, "We have the odd man here. Let's take him out, boys." Yep, that's exactly what they said. James DeForest Smith, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Operation Katana, I'm blessed by the best. Blessed by the best. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Ouch. Yeah, never thought I'd see the day where I'm feeding cockroaches. Would you guys get out of the way? Excuse me. Excuse me. So for anyone that's just joining us, we're doing the Weekend Nexus mission. James DeForest Smith. That's actually a really good idea. Here's the deal. I think... Excuse me, Mr. Cockroach. I think that Hello Games, they found a way to allow players to have up to 30 ships now. 12 on your player character, the other 18 in storage. Because that actual storage, those are simply memory locations. I think Hello Games could increase the overall memory allocation for us to store ships. I don't think that's difficult for them to do. Because there are plenty of good-looking ships in this game. And being a starship collector, I want all the ships. So I wish there was... there's a way for them to do it. Without a doubt, there's definitely a way for them to do it. Now, whether or not they'll choose to do it is a different story. There could be game engine limitations that prevent them from adding, like an unlimited number of storage slots for starships per player. Because if you think about it, there are millions of players, millions of people that play this game. So they would have to accommodate for all of those players and having, you know, a vast number of memory locations for each player to store ships. But I do think that it could be done. Dragonheart says, feeding cockroaches, they've got meds for that. They do. They do. They've got the good meds for that. Yeah, we're definitely going to hit up that Sentinel pillar. There might be a good multi-tool over there. But for now, we got to finish feeding the animals. Yeah, feed the animals, they say. And of course, it's always nighttime. There are a lot of gravitino balls on this planet. And I'm talking a lot. So we're up to 22 of 42. We got 20 more to go. Nice. So James Forrest Smith says, or even find rare NPCs that give you a mission to get more slots. I agree. That would actually make very good storied content. That would make very good story content. Yeah, I agree, man. That's a good idea. You know, like I said, there might be some sort of a game engine limitation that prevents them from being able to add additional slots. But we now know that we can store starships in, you know, starship slots. Or storage slots, I should say. Instead of having 12 ships on our player character. So Deborah says, someone was saying that they think we're getting 6 freighters for ship storage. Hey, Morris, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That's the first I've heard of it. Now, my question is whether or not this is someone that has access to the game files, maybe a data miner. If it's someone that data mines No Man's Sky, then their information is probably accurate. The information could be accurate. That would be awesome, though. That would be very good. All right, we need 18 more. That's what she said. Well, at least the sun's back up. At least the sun came up. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So yeah, Deborah, I would like to know where that information came from. If it came from a data miner, then it could be accurate. The information could be accurate. Yeah, so what we're doing is feeding the animals, if we can find any. Got the Titan worms up there flying around. So Morris says, I'm tired, but I'm watching. I appreciate you sticking up with us, man. Yeah, since it's slow in Grand Theft Auto, we're doing some GTA today. Grand Theft Auto, not Grand Theft Auto, geez, No Man's Sky today. Yeah, it's very slow in Grand Theft Auto right now. It's just not a whole lot happening. You know, I'm going to be honest. I'm super pissed at Grand Theft Auto right now. I spent an hour yesterday trying to do death matches so that I could unlock the weekly challenge. Yeah, I was super pissed, man. I spent an hour waiting in lobbies, getting kicked from lobbies, waiting in lobbies. I was angry. I was angry yesterday. I hate. That's one of the reasons why I don't like death matches in Grand Theft Auto, or the fact that Rockstar decided to lock some limited time merchandise behind a multiplayer mission, behind a set of multiplayer missions, because the only way to get the so-called community collection is to complete. You have to complete this week's weekly challenge, and that's by completing 3. You got to win 3 death matches. Out of 1 hour of waiting, I won 1 death match, and that was by accident. That was completely by accident. So I hate it, man. I hate death matches. So more, excuse me. Operation Katana says there are many doors. Ed boys, yes.
Weather warning. Incoming
And it's
storm.
going to rain again. And it's going to rain again. And there were no animals over here. Where'd all the freaking animals go? Jeez, dude. Yeah, we're kind of slow walking this just because. 29 to 42. Okay. So we're not doing too terribly badly. We've got some more cockroaches over here. Yeah, Morris says, yeah, the weekly challenge is crazy. No one really plays it. It took forever to get someone to join. It took me an hour. And at the end of that hour, I only won. I managed to win a single death match, and I said, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done. I don't care anymore. I'm done. That was a complete and total waste of time. It was an absolute waste of time, and I really wish that, I get it. Rockstar Games is promoting, a lot of the lesser played missions. The problem is that it's, it forces people to play with other players. Whenever I play Grand Theft Auto online, even if whether I'm streaming or not, or just casually playing the game, I want to start the game, get in, play the game, do what I have to do, and be done with it. I don't want to I shouldn't have to wait for an hour or 2 hours for other people to join. Hey, that is the single most irritating thing about Grand Theft Auto to me. Let's see. Yeah, I guess all the animals went inside because of the freaking storms.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
So Dragonheart says, if you need someone to do death matches with, hit me up after the stream. I need to do that anyway. Yeah, I appreciate that, but you know what? I'm not that invested in it. Yeah, I'm just not that invested in it. If I'm forced to do a multiplayer mission to unlock some merchandise, I really don't need it. Yeah, besides, after I end the stream today, I have to take care of some IRL stuff. I do have some IRL stuff that I absolutely have to do. But I do appreciate that, man. 33. 9 more. Yeah, I promise we'll get back on the starship hunting in just a second, as soon as we get through this disaster.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh, look, the storm is clearing. This planet's topology sucks. Oh, there they are. They're all hiding over here. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. They're all hiding over here. These guys over here chilling out. These guys over here hiding. All right, who else wants some? There we go. There's some over there. We are at how many? Oh, we only need 5 more. Let's go. We only need 5 more. So Morris says, yeah, I would agree. Annoying waiting on other players in GTA. That's why I play solo. It's too problematic with multiplayer. Something always goes wrong with multiplayer. That's true. Something inevitably goes wrong with multiplayer. It does. You know, anyone that's been with my channel for any length of time knows all the trouble that I had in the early days of content creation and live streaming, where even my own crew members were griefing and trolling for no reason because they thought that it was funny, or it would be funny to just grief and troll the content creator, the host of the actual session, gaming session that is, and the host of the stream. They thought it was funny. That's why I don't host multiplayer sessions anymore. That's why. But yeah, I call it free roam stupidity for a reason, because essentially that's what it is. There's always some shenanigans at play that not only ruin the gameplay experience, but ultimately ruin the live stream itself. Because like I mentioned, people just don't want to see that stuff. You know, if we're running a heist, then we should be running a heist. We shouldn't be beating each other up. All right, this should be the last one. There we go. That should be the last one. Done. Okay, next order of business, we got a Sentinel pillar to check out, so let's go check out that pillar. Oh, there's a planetary archive over there. Very nice. Yeah, Operation Katana. That was a problem for my crew a long time ago. When I first began live streaming 4 years ago. It's been about 4 years now. I've been creating content for 5 years, but it's been about 4 years since I started the actual live stream thing. And, yeah, that was a problem. It was a real problem. Anyone that's been with my channel since the early days know how chaotic, you know, streaming and getting things done was. It was a complete and total mess. So that's why I ended it. That and the fact that Grand Theft Auto Online is just, is the one game that people talk about when someone mentions security exploits in gaming. Without a doubt, it's Grand Theft Auto Online. Yeah, GTA Online is plagued with security exploits and security vulnerabilities, so yeah, that's a thing. Let's see here. That freighter inventory is an absolute freaking mess. I gotta clean that up. Uh-oh. I swear, this game better not... Don't you crash on me, game. Don't you freaking crash on. I am not in the mood. Alright, let's make a save point before something bad happens. Katana says, feels like any game has its exploits or faults, to be honest. You know, bugs in a game are one thing. Security exploits are inexcusable, in my opinion. And we always talk about security exploits and vulnerabilities as it pertains. He says, dang, give me those freighter modules. Well, hold on, what freighter modules do I even have? Hold on a second. Oh, you're talking about all those? Those I got from... I have a video on my channel on how to get these. S-Class, guaranteed S-Class freighter modules. I don't... These are all engine upgrades that I believe I got from the Space Anomaly. These I got from just farming. Oh, the expansion thing. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those salvage frigate modules, yep. Yeah, refiner duplication works wonders. Okay, where is the terminal? Here it is. Okay, let's see what we got. This might be a good multi-tool. Yeah, the problem with, let's see, extract weapon technology.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
It's a B-class, meh. B-class, 2 connected supercharge slots. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Now, you can get those salvaged frigate modules and freighter modules. Cam Zone, how's it going? Good to see you. You can get those freighter modules by going to Crashed Freighters. Crashed Freighters will have them. Even abandoned autophage camps will have them as well. You got to search the scrap and you can find them. All right, where the crap is my ship, dude? Get out. Let's get out of here. This place sucks. Yeah, unfortunately, B-class multi-tool, we don't need it. See you later. Have a nice day. Yeah, but when we talk about exploits in video games, the majority of those exploits exist in multiplayer titles. So, Cam Zone, what's good, man? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, we're doing some No Man's Sky today. There a space station in this system? There is. Let's go to the space station. Let's go to the space station, check out the multi-tool, since we're here. Dan Morris, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's check out the multi-tool, because it could be a good one. Hey, Streamlabs, stop picking fights out there, bro. Stop picking fights with people. If Streamlabs is picking fights with people again. Okay, what do we got? Okay, this is an A-class, 2 connected supercharged slots with an advanced mining beam. That's not bad. That is not bad. This one is... nope. Okay, never mind. Alright. Let's get over to the Space Anomaly and finish this. He said, nice ship, bro. Looks like it's alive. Yeah, that's a living... This is a living ship. That's an actual living ship. Took me a month of Sundays to get it, but yeah, those are some of the best starships you can get in the game. Yeah, Giannis, you're good to go. Don't worry about Streamlabs. Streamlabs just needs a hug. Streamlabs needs a hug. Don't worry about it. You're good. All right, let's get over to the anomaly and finish this thing and get that money. So Morris says, got my console on now, waiting on players to complete the weekly challenge, death matches. Let's see if I can complete it before the stream ends. Good luck with that, man. Good luck with that. Like I said, I wasted an entire hour yesterday trying to finish stupid, I got 1 out of 3 done. 1 out of 3 done. Unbelievable. What a waste of time. And what does Rockstar say? Well, just find some players to play with. It ain't that easy. First of all, joining a public session and playing with players means that they're going to be griefers. They're more than likely a bunch of griefers. Nobody likes to play a game with griefers. Second of all, you have to wait in a session for 20 to 30 minutes at a time just to get one going. Can't stand it. Dan Red, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. What's good, bro? Everybody, Dan Red's a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam here. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out. Show that man some love. You know how we do it here. All right, give me that money. And we got some fuel oxidizer. Nice. That should be... This is a frigate upgrade. We can put that... Not in Starship. Put this in the freighter. Put that in the freighter where it belongs. Unrefined pyrite grease. I don't even know what that is. Organic catalyst. Thermic condensate enriched carbon. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Hexite, hex core. Interesting. I need to clean that inventory up. That inventory is a mess. Okay, we're done here at the space anomaly. But before we do anything else, let's not take the starship. Let's use the intergalactic terminus to get back to where we need to go. And everybody, like I said, Dan Red's a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel. He does work on YouTube and Twitch. Go to his channels, check him out, show that man some love. You know how we do it. Dan Red, if you would like to post links to your respective channels in chat, since you're a mod here, you may do so. All right, let's go back to where we came from. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back to the freighter and drop some stuff off. So Morris says, yeah, if you want your high blood pressure and anger problems, just play multiplayer in GTA. Bro, it is impossible. I swear, it is impossible for me to get a multiplayer session going. It is. And I was in, what's funny is that I was in a public session yesterday. Public session. Okay, looking for other players. In a public session. And it took me an hour to get one death match. I said, you have got to be kidding me. Sell that. This is, what is this? Bromide salt. Phase beam package. Iridesites. That can be refined. Keep that. A psionic egg. That thing is gold. That is complete gold right there. This is mango gold. Storm crystals. Dirty bronze. We can refine that. It's trying to clean up this stupid inventory a little bit. Okay, this is granite. Oh, grantine, excuse me. Grantine. Okay. Hey, Dan Red, no problem at all, brother. Okay, let's refine some of this schmutz. Yeah, 2,000 silver. Yes, please. Ship. And 2,000 platinum.
Technology recharge.
Okay, get that stuff out of inventory. This we can sell. We don't need more of those. We can sell these too. I'm pretty sure we have plenty of Sentinel hard frames and quad servos. Yeah, we got 5. Okay, we can put those there. And we got quad servos. Okay, we can put those away. That's fine. Get rid of the brain.
Inventory full.
It is? It is. Okay. Never mind. We got more brains over here. Perfect. Get rid of this. We don't need the pellets. That can go in the nutrient processor. And we can sell this. All right. Let's get rid of these. Put those away. Put that away. Okay. I think we're doing good. Okay. What is this? Oh, we got to sell something. Before we head out and begin. Okay, sell. There we go. Sell this.
Units received.
Nourishing slime. That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. We've got 20 nav data. Where do we have 20 nav data? Oh, there it is. Okay, that looks good to me. All right, let's see here. So we got plenty of those, although we could probably make a few more. There we go. Yep. Let's take care of a little bit of housekeeping before we do anything else. Let's go first person. And let's see here. Yeah, don't ask me why I have so many void eggs. Just don't ask. Don't ask. Just stop it. Just stop. Don't ask. Don't ask. Carrier AI fragment. Don't ask. Just don't. just don't. Mitigates a lot of the grind when you're hunting for starships. Would you get out of here? I don't want to talk to you, buddy. Get out of here. Just making a few more to ensure that we have enough of these things to do what we need to do. All right, portable refiner. Yes, please. All right. Did that not work? Apparently it didn't. Hold on a second. Let's try that again. Apparently it didn't work. What'd they do? Patch it? Okay. Let's try it again. 3, 4. Check. Okay. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, get rid of these. Because it's just taking up space. Here we go. Get rid of that. Okay, perfect. Okay, we are ready. Let's take a look at the Sentinel ship for this planet before we go anywhere else. Because I can't remember what the ship was on this rock, so, excuse me, or in this system. This is an outlawed dissident system, so let's go take a look at it. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. Dissident Spike, let's go take a look at that ship, because I honestly don't remember what it is. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by today. We are officially on the ugly starship hunt as of right now. We're officially hunting for ugly AF Sentinel ships. This is an outlawed system, so we have a pretty good chance of finding an S-Class. But I don't remember what the ship was for this system. A Sentinel ship, that is. Now, something that we haven't done in a very long time is just hunt for just regular system ships, or system ships. For example, we haven't found an exotic ship in a long time. So Morris says, I'm giving up on the weekly challenge. A bonus in GT Online should have given us... Rockstar should have given us something we could do solo for the challenge. I agree 100%, man. Like I said, I wasted an hour trying to start a multiplayer session for the weekly challenge, for a deathmatch. It was a complete and total waste of time. So Giannis says, I almost spent $100 Canadian on a new arcade racer called Screamer. I'm glad I didn't buy it. An arcade racer called Screamer. $100? What is this game? So Dan Moore says, I work at multiple depots. Just spent 10 minutes driving to the wrong one. Oh, really? Yeah, don't think I've ever heard of that game. What is this? Screamer. Interesting. Okay, so what do we have here? What is this? Okay, I mean, that's not a bad-looking ship. Let's land. Oh, so this is the ship for this system, huh? Okay. So what do we have here? What do we got here? Yeah, I forgot. I couldn't remember what the starship was for this system. Okay, so this is... So medium Sentinel fighter, medium wings, and double-bladed wings. Okay. Red and black, or black with red accents. Ventral stabilizers. That's not bad. That's a pretty decent looking ship. It's not spectacular, nothing spectacular, but it's also not ugly. It's not bad. 5 thrusters plus 2. Okay, 7 thruster, not bad. That's not bad at all. It is, of course, it's a crap C-Class, but meh. What I do remember is that all of the C-Class starships in this system had really bad convergence on the supercharged slots. And I'm talking really bad conversions. Okay, let's mark this one up. Okay, so for you guys who like this ship, I think it's a fine looking ship. I think it looks okay. So Giannis says, I know it's ridiculous price for the, it's ridiculous price to pay 3 days early, but it looked okay. I'm not for 100 bones. Yeah, I hear you. No game, in my opinion. These idiots are charging us for early access now. Now they're all about gouging us for early access. 3 days early access for a game that's going to be spoiled and leaked for free anyway. What's the point? What's the point? Just buy it when it comes out. Anyways, if you guys like this style of ship, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is a random C-Class if you want this ship. It's located at minus 49.92 and plus 14.15. All of the C-Class Sentinel ships in the star system have really bad supercharged slot configurations, so this one is not worth a hunt in my opinion. It's not a bad looking ship, but it's not worth a hunt. So let's grab it and we'll scrap it and sell it.
Technology repaired.
Okay, compare, claim. All right, let's go. Yeah, this is not a bad looking ship. It looks okay. It's an okay looking Sentinel ship. I like the red and the black. I also like the double bladed wings. I think they give it a nice look. There's nothing inherently wrong with this Sentinel ship. It looks pretty nice. I like it. It's not bad. Now, I do think that tank treads and pincers would be better, but, you know, we can't have it all, right? Where's the space station? Yeah, Morris, I agree. All they're doing is attempting to gouge players for additional cash. If you want to play the game early, ooh, we got a positron. Nice. C-class with a positron ejector. You don't see that very often. That's a nice upgrade. But they're basically trying to gouge consumers for even more money for early access to a game that's going to be late soon anyway. So, me personally, I don't feed into the FOMO thing. I don't do FOMO. The funny thing is that I tried, you guys know that I ordered Mind's Eye, and I give Mind's Eye a lot of crap because that game was complete garbage upon release, and it's still trash. It's still a trash game. Even though the developers have tried to fix some of the things that were wrong with it, I think the developer is going to give up on that game. It is garbage. Mind's Eye is complete and total trash. I pre-ordered that game, and I had every intention of doing a Let's Play. Just doing a Let's Play on the channel. Never happened because, guess what? The game was garbage. And I pre-ordered it. And I'm still pissed about that. I'm still pissed about it. Yeah, Morris, $100 for a video game. We're talking about a video game. There isn't a single video game out there, unless it's some kind of a limited or ultimate edition, that's worth $100. We're talking about a game. It's just a video game, and people pay that money for it. People will spend the money on it, man. Okay, let's grab that positron module. Let's grab this, because that's a good weapon. Positron ejector is a beast of a weapon. That's a good one. That one we can keep. Anything else we can pull from this ship? We'll break this down. Well, yeah, we can use the copper. Break that down for the carbon and the copper. All right, let's get rid of this thing. Yeah, that's a pretty decent looking ship. That's not a bad looking ship. So we want to begin salvage analysis. Or, you know, we can check the supercharge slots on this one. I don't think it's any good. Let's do that. Let's check the supercharge slots on this one before we scrap it. I don't think it's any good, though. So let's upgrade it. And this is just so we can check supercharge slot conversions. I don't think it'll be good, but let's see. And yeah. Yeah, typical No Man's Sky stuff right there. Hold on a second. Nice graphical glitch, I suppose. Okay, well, for what it's worth, you can see it. This is a 2+2. No, 2 plus 1 and 1. This is 2 plus 1 and 1, so it's not even worth a hunt. All right, let's scrap this thing and get it out of here. Oh, before we do, hold on. Standard, apply. Okay. And for what it's worth, all of the, excuse me, C-class Sentinel ships on that planet will have pretty much the same supercharged slot conversions. So that's not worth a hunt. Even though I am convinced there is an S-class of that ship somewhere in this system. Okay, offer to trade. Sell. See, indium scrap.
Units received.
AI valves.
Units received.
Subatomic regulators.
Units received.
Nano cables.
Units received.
Okay, cool. Did we get any... I think we did. Yep, shield and that. Perfect. Okay, we are ready. Let's get the daily driver out here. Let's check the multi-tool before we leave this system. That's an ugly multi-tool. Alright, never mind. Now, we can hunt for that ship. But I don't think it's worth a hunt. This is a dissonant system, meaning that we have a 5% chance of finding an S-class somewhere in this star system. Or excuse me, an S-class Sentinel ship specifically. But I don't think that ship is worth a hunt. If I want it, I'll know where to find it, because I got glyphs and everything else. So let's just go to another system. Okay. Oberon KC, thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night, man. We'll see you next time. Take care. God bless you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, next system. And because I'm lazy, this is what we can do. Galaxy map. Galactic core is over there. Okay. And we're headed in that direction. Okay, out of jump range. Boo. All right. No big deal. We'll take our A-class capital ship. I think this was an S-class. Morris says, I like racing games. Sometimes I'll play Asphalt Legends because it's free to play. I wouldn't say it's the best racing game, but it is free to play and it's fun for me. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, there's nothing wrong with free to play. On occasion, I'll hop in and do some Fortnite. Yes, because I like Fortnite, believe it or not, has some really good gunplay and FPS mechanics about it. And of course, it's free to play. So I don't really have a problem with the Fortnite free-to-play business model because they've done it right. Let me check something here. I want to check one thing. So I found this yellow and black with the pincers on it. What is this? Oh, this was an A-class. Oh, okay. So this one was an A-class. I'll have to check the other one. All right, let's get out of this system. Let's go. All right, the hunt begins now. So what do we got? Hyperdrive has no fuel. The Emperor has no pants. Emperor still has no pants. Here we go.
Technology recharge.
We need to get some better hyperdrive upgrades for this thing, I swear. All right, and we're headed towards the Galactic Core. That is a 2-star Viking yellow. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Might have some pretty deep... Might have an... Okay, we're looking for ugly ships. Okay, we're looking for ugly Sentinel ships. I'm talking ugly AF Sentinel ships. That's what we're looking for. The ugliest Sentinel ships we can find. The Sentinel ship in the previous system doesn't count because it looked pretty decent. It was okay. It looked okay. Here we go. Probe and upload. Okay, what do we got? We have high radio source planets, Quagmire, temperate, nice, fissured. This is not good. That's not good. So Jonathan Studios, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. So you're saying you strike me as an Arc Raider odd man. You know, I've never played Arc Raiders before. Only because I'm not really a fan of extraction shooters or battle royale, so to speak. Just the standard first-person shooter, you know, team deathmatch stuff like that. Capture the flag. That stuff is kind of fun, but extraction shooters, not really a fan. That and the fact that Arc Raiders doesn't seem to have like an offline mode. It's a live service game, which is one of the reasons why I haven't tried it yet. It's live service and it's retail, and there's no offline mode. Okay, this star system is a bust. There's no Sentinel ship in this system. Next. Yeah, if Arc Raiders had an offline mode where you could literally play the game offline, I would totally buy it and give it a try. But unfortunately, that's not the case. It's an always online live service title. So I'll take a pass on it. Gray Soldier, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, this is No Man's Sky. Arguably one of the best video games I've ever played. It's a nice, relaxed, chill experience. Just think of Minecraft in space, and that's pretty much No Man's Sky in a nutshell, because you can literally go anywhere in the galaxy, or universe, excuse me, and do anything. No Man's Sky has a total of 256 different galaxies, 11.5 billion different star systems, 18.5 quintillion different planets. Yeah, this game is a basket case. It is. But it's one of the best video games I've ever played. Okay, that star system is a no-no. Hold it. That is a 1-star. Let's check it out. That's a purple star system, I think. Let's check it out. Now, that being said, if you have Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, I recommend trying No Man's Sky before you buy it, because No Man's Sky is not for everyone. Buckle up, let's go. What's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Everybody, Buckle Up, Let's Go is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, blow that man up with an orbital cannon. Show him some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, that system was a complete and total bust. Okay, so we have Hot Planet. Ooh, Hot Planet. Fissured, Verdant, Salvageable Scrap, Starbulb. Okay, that's our planet. Mark it. It's got a moon, too. What's on the moon? Frost Moon. Okay. Icy Abhorrence. Okay. Bountiful and Fiery. All right. That's our planet. Let's go. This is a 1-star system, so not expecting much. Let's check it out. Yeah, one of these days I'll get one of my other daily driver ships out here. And somebody out there remind me, we need to hunt for this one. Yeah, we got to hunt for this one. Check this one out. We got to hunt for this one. Yeah, I found this one a couple of weeks ago, but for the life of me, I can't remember what system. I'm pretty sure I have a base where this ship is located, but I can't remember. This is one of the coolest Light Sentinel fighters I've ever seen. I know some people don't like it because of the orange color. The orange color turns it off, but it's orange and black. Orange with black accents, and it's got pincers. And it's got pincers. So yeah, this is a pretty cool ship. I'm going to hunt for that one at some point, but not today. Hey, Dan Red, appreciate you being here, brother. Thanks so much for taking that time out of your day, man. Thank you so much. Thank you both, actually. All right, let's go. Let's check out the multi-tool first and foremost. Go to the space station. Oh, hold on. Before we go, hold on. I still got that stuff in inventory? Yep. Let's empty the inventory. Let's empty the inventory before we do anything else. I always forget to do this when I'm on my freighter. Yeah, we got to drop off these upgrades before doing anything else. And we'll drop off that positron. Nice. Yeah, positron is a beast of a weapon. Okay, now we can leave. Now we can leave. Now we can leave. Let's go to the space station. So Giannis says, well, so much for that. I have apparently reached my daily limit on selling cars. You know what? I've often complained about that in Grand Theft Auto a lot. Excuse me. And that's because Rockstar Games, rather than fix the problem of car duplication glitching or car duplication exploits more specifically, they penalize all of us. They literally penalize the rest of the players. Because they implemented a daily sell limit on cars. Here's the deal. The game is called Grand Theft Auto Online, right? Grand Theft Auto Online. That's the name of the game. Grand Theft Auto Online, not Grand Theft Cooldown Online. We're supposed to steal and sell cars in the game. That's what we're supposed to do. Okay, so check this out. I like the colors on this one. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I do like the colors on this. So the Starship Hunt has officially begun. So this is what I call the Crab Claw Explorer. In a nice off-white with sky blue. That's a good-looking ship. I like the way that looks. I like the colors on this one. Yeah, Giannis, exactly. If you own the vehicle, there should be no sell limit. But of course, we're talking about Rockstar Games here, right? The problem is that they have a system that is designed to, it doesn't facilitate car duplication, but people often find duplication glitches in Grand Theft Auto. So rather than fix the problem of duplication, they penalize the rest of us. That's a good looking ship. So this is I call a Crab Claw Explorer in a nice off-white and blue. That's a good looking ship. I like the colors. Very nice. Very nice. If you guys like this kind of ship, it is in the Euclid Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. We're at the space station. Nice. That's a pretty good-looking ship. I like that one. At least it was symmetric. All right, what do we got? Anything good? Nope. That's an ugly-looking multi-tool. That's an ugly multi-tool. Okay, this is an A-class, but not really anything spectacular. Supercharged slots are spread out, so meh. Before we go, anything for upgrades? Before we go... let's see. Pulse Spitter... Scatter Blaster. I think I have enough Pulse Spitter and Scatter Blaster modules. Pretty sure I do. Let's talk to the Starship guy really quickly. Yeah, Morris, like I said, The game is called Grand Theft Auto Online, not Grand Theft Cooldown Online. Okay, what do you got for me, buddy? Pulse Engine, Cyclotron. Never mind. Okay, we're out of here. We're out. Okay, let's do it. Like Morris, like I said, I agree, man. I agree. The game is called Grand Theft Auto Online. But, you know, that's what happens when Rockstar badly codes a live service game and people exploit. And people can find exploits in it, so yeah. Okay, that's our planet. That's a nice looking purple planet. I think Jason Plays would like this one. I think Jason Plays would like that planet. And thank you guys for stopping by today. We are officially on the ugly starship hunt. We're looking for the ugliest ships we can find. Whether they're Sentinel ships, system ships, it doesn't matter. We're looking for ugly ships only. We're looking for them ugly ships. Are we there yet? Nope. As we bounce off the atmosphere. Alright, let's see what we got. Not expecting much now. This could be a decent looking ship. However, this is a 1-star system, so it's more than likely going to be a crap C class. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, check this one out. That's not bad. Hold on a second. Hold on. That's not too bad. Hold on one sec. Get rid of the stupid vignette because I can't see anything. That one is not too bad. Okay, this, you know what? Hold on a second. What do we have for... Oh, wow. Check that out. Check that out. So this one has almost all thrusters illuminated. Wow. So what do we have here? We have a medium. This is a medium Sentinel fighter. The Elvis-style dorsal stabilizer. Ventral pincers. Medium wings with bladed wings. Double-bladed wings. Okay. Some people call those skirt wings. I call them bladed because they look like blades. So we've got double-bladed wings and wingtip boosters. This is not a bad-looking ship. Not bad. Not bad for a 1-star system. Now, it is orange, but it's orange and white. I think the only thing that kills this ship... Yo, Mick B, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Hey, everybody out there, Mick B is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel. Check him out. Show that man some love. It's good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, this is not a bad-looking ship. So if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is not bad. Hey, Mick B, I'm blessed by the best, brother. I'm blessed by the best, man. It's good to see you. So yeah, this is not a bad-looking ship. This one looks pretty good. Okay, so we are 2 for 2 today. 2 good-looking ships, no ugly ships. This one is not bad. It's not bad. It's got the Elvis-style dorsal stabilizer, which does make it a little difficult to see if you're in first person, but that's still not a bad-looking ship. It's not bad. Yeah, Morris, it's not a bad looking ship. It looks okay. A lot of players don't like the orange. They don't like the orange color because orange is pretty much the default color for all Sentinel ships. But this one is a combination of orange and white with black accents. This one is not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, so this one is... Of course it's a C-class. Of course it's a C-class. This is a 1-star system. So I'm not expecting a great deal in terms of its supercharged slot configurations or class. We're not going to find higher than an A class on this planet. So we can hunt for this one, or we can go to a different star system. So, okay, you guys out there in chat, type 1 for hunt, 2 for pass. 1 for hunt, 2 for pass. I'll leave it up to you guys in chat. We can hunt for this one. I think it's a decent looking ship. We're not going to find higher than an A class on this planet or in the star system for this type of Sentinel ship. So Neo Hurricane says 2. Okay. Anybody else? This is a good looking ship, by the way. So I think I'm going to catalog. If nothing else, I'll catalog this ship. I don't see a need to set up a base, but I am curious. This one could have good supercharged slot conversions on it. So Neo Hurricane says 2. Anybody else? Type 1 for a hunt, 2 for pass. This is not a bad looking ship. Let's take another look at it again. Hold on. I know it's orange, but I don't mind the orange color. I think the orange color is fine. The actual configuration of the ship is pretty good. It's not bad. So Stuart Laker says pass. Cottrell says pass. Okay. So it looks like the majority has spoken, I suppose. Let's give it another minute. Type 1 for hunt, 2 for pass on this starship. 1 for hunt, 2 for pass. This is a medium Sentinel fighter. Elvis-style dorsal stabilizer, ventral pincers, medium wings with double-bladed wings, wingtip thrusters. Neo Hurricane says it's a nice-looking ship, but the color scheme isn't great. Yeah, I know some people don't like the orange. I don't mind the orange color. I think the orange color is fine. But looks like, yep, everybody is saying pass. Okay. The majority has spoken. Anybody else out there? Going once, going twice? We're still going? Let's give it 30 more seconds. Walter says pass. Okay. Let's see what we got for scrap. Oh, you can keep that. Okay, this is a C-class ship. Let's make another... Hold on. Before we go, give me that. Hold on. Give me that. Give me that radiant shard, because those are money. We got any more radiant shards out here? Them things are money. Always get your radiant shards, people. Radiant shards are money. Okay. So Mick B says pass. Okay. The majority has spoken. Oh, hold on. Let's make a restore point before we do that. Let's make a restore point. I am curious. I want to see... I want to see what the supercharged slot configuration is on this ship. Okay. Glass. Brain. Pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Okay. Because supercharged slot is here... What we want to see are supercharged slots in this area or this area. Nothing on the edges. Nothing really spectacular about it. I think this is a good looking ship. So Cottrell says we needed uglier ships. Jonathan Studio says weapons need to be integrated. Pass. So, yeah, Cottrell is right. We need an uglier ship. He is correct. We need an uglier ship. Okay. That's not bad. Let's claim this thing and get it up to the station. Let's claim it and get it up to the station. Compare and claim. Okay, this ship is located at minus 8.41 and minus 66.63. C-class starship. And again, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for anybody that likes this style of ship. This is the Euclid Galaxy. I think it looks fine, but okay. The majority has spoken. We will pass on it. All right. Let me see here. Let's drop a save beacon just in case. And let's paint that save beacon red. Okay. All right, we've got glyphs, we've got coordinates. This is Euclid Galaxy. We're out of here. Let's take this thing up to the space station and check it out. Yeah, you're right. We need an uglier ship. Oh, look at that Sentinel. Come on now. That's a good-looking Sentinel ship right there. That's a good-looking Sentinel ship. That's a good-looking ship right there. That's not bad looking. The only real problem has to be the color. It's got to be the color. But let's check out the supercharged slots on this thing. Mr. Smooth Ones, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Everybody, Mr. Smooth Ones is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel. Check that man out. Blow him up with an orbital cannon. Show that man some love. You know how we do it. Always support the Odd Fam. Always support the Odd Fam. Yeah, it's not a bad looking ship. I like it. I could totally get behind that. Yeah, I just don't want to set up a base in this system. It is a C-class, so we're not going to find higher than an A-class Sentinel ship out in the wild. I do think it's a good-looking ship. It's not bad looking. Not bad. I wasn't expecting this for a one-star system. I didn't expect this at all. Oh, pardon me for just a sec. I got to get some delicious, fat-free, no-calorie diet water. Okay, and we're back. Just had to get my delicious, fat-free, no-calorie diet water. Hey, Mr. Smooth Ones, you bet, brother. No problem at all, man. All right. Let me out. Jonathan Studio says, I'm getting Galaga vibes. You know what? It does look like a ship from Galaga, doesn't it? It does. It does. Actually, that's a good reference, man. Very good analogy. It does look like that. I think that's a pretty cool ship. I might drop a base here anyway. Okay, let's check this thing out. Okay, free. Oops. Apply. All right, let's see what we got. Again, not expecting much from this one. And, you know, this is a one-star system, but that's not a bad-looking ship. Upgrade. All right, let's see what we got. Giannis, you are correct. You are correct. Next week is money laundering and favor work missions on double. You are absolutely correct. That's actually posted on Rockstar's Newswire. Oops. Oops. Stop fat fingering the buttons. Yeah, just fat fingered the buttons. Okay, what do we got? This is, oh man. Seriously? Supercharged slots are all spread out on this one. Yeah, they're all spread out. Now, this could be a 2+1 and 1. I'm willing to bet the other supercharged slots right there. Let's find out. That's messed up. Yeah, this is a 2+1 and 1, I think. Upgrade. and augments. Yeah, this is a 2 plus 1 and 1, man. Yep, I was right. 2 plus 1 and 1. Oh, that sucks. That does kind of suck. Okay, well, that answers that question. All right. It's too bad. Not a bad looking ship. Not a bad looking ship. Okay, let's switch this back. Standard. Okay, let's scrap this thing and get out of here. We have the location catalog, so if I want that ship, I'll know where to find it. Yeah, 2 plus 1 and 1 is definitely not worth a hunt. It's a shame, too. Not a bad looking ship. Not bad at all. Get the daily driver out here. That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, 1-star system. You know, for a 1-star system, that wasn't bad. Okay, Mick B, we'll see you next time, brother. Take care. God bless to you, man. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. So Morris says, I think Rockstar has something big coming. They never announce weekly bonuses a week ahead of time. Yeah, Morris, they announced them 3 weeks ahead. They announced them 3 weeks in advance. So for the entire month of March, they announced the entire month of March's updates for during the first week of this month. So quite possibly we could see something big next week. Okay, sell. Starship AI valves. That's it? All I got was Starship AI valves out of that. I didn't get anything else. I got nothing else. That's it. I mean, we got 2 S-Class upgrades, but, you know. That's it. We got nothing else out of that. Okay. All right, I'll take it. Let's go. Let me out of here. Okay, let's go back to the freighter. Next system. That's a shame, too. That was a decent-looking ship. That was a pretty decent-looking ship. You know, I will agree if it were a different color other than an orange, it would have been better. I think it would have been worth a hunt, but, you know, the orange is not bad. The orange color is really not that bad. All right, next system. Let's go. Not bad for a 1-star. Not bad. So far we're 2 for O. We are 2 for O. Not bad for a 1-star system. And that's yellow. It's a yellow star system too. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, what else we got out there? Anything? Okay, 2-star Corvax. Okay, that one is yellow. Hold it. That's some BS. There we go. There we go. 2-star Corvax, let's do it. Yeah, not bad. I should have kept that ship. I should have actually kept that starship. I might go back and pick up that ship. I'm serious. I might go get that ship. You guys got me thinking about that one. That was a good-looking ship. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't spectacular, but it definitely wasn't ugly. Dude, I might have to go get that ship. You guys got me thinking about that one. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so what do we got? Upload. Bubbling. Incandescent. Humid moon. Fragmented plant. Fragmented. That's an anomaly planet, so yeah. Okay, freezing moon and desert. Okay, what do we got here? 10 fauna, let's mark it. Okay, let's go. Hold on. We did upload, right? Yes, we did. Okay, first order of business. Space station. Oh, before we go, let's drop this extra stuff off. Let's drop off the extra stuff. How many brains do I have in here? We got 10. You know what? We gotta process some of these brains. Hold on a second. What do we got here? This goes to ship. Yeah, we need to process some of them brains. Yeah, the brains are good nanites, by the way. Hold on a second. There is one thing that I want to do before doing anything else. There's something I want to do. Before we go anywhere else, I got to check one thing. I think I'm missing a starship. So let's see here. Fleet management. Archive. So we got that one. Yeah, this is the wrong one. I have another one. Hold on a second. Atlas Fire B class. 4 Zet Supercharged. That's the one I just picked up. That's S class, Remnant. Oh, okay. Okay, put that back. Put that one back. Let's see. Forged. Yeah, I think I'm missing a ship. Hold on a second. Okay, that's not it. Put that one back. Reforged. That ain't it. Yeah, I'm missing a ship. And if I scrapped it or sold it, I'm going to be super pissed if I did. Iron Vulture, Batwing. It could be on a different save, too. The Batwing 3+1. What is this? Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. That's the ship. Yeah, that one we're not scrapping. Love the colors on that one. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. We're okay. We're good. Just had to double check. So Walter said, I wish I had seen you do the storied mode for this game because I don't get it. The storied missions, believe it or not, I have a storied mission save. We might hop on tomorrow when we come back and just do some more of that. Basically, you start with the Awakening storied quest. From there, you lead into the Artemis storied quest. From the Artemis storied quest, you'll get a Radiant quest called the Settlers and a Trace of Metal. And from there, you have the Atlas storied quest. And usually, you'll get them in that order. The Atlas is part of the Artemis storied quest, but it's a separate storied quest on its own. You kind of want to do those in order because each one of them leads to the next storied quest. From there, it's They Who've Returned, which is the autophage storied quest. Then you have Instellar Multitudes, which I think is the 6th and final story quest up to this point. All of the other updates that we've gotten in No Man's Sky haven't had a storied quest assigned to them. Well, there's also the storied quest to get your living ship right here. You've got the quest, if you will, to get your living frigates. Those count as well. So there are many different storied quests. The deal is that you don't have to follow the storied quest to play the game. I do recommend, however, that if you're new to No Man's Sky, follow the storied quest. Definitely follow them. Because they will teach you how to play the game. This is a nice colored station. I like the scheme of this station. The turquoise and purple. I like the color scheme here. Very nice. Like what you did there. I like the pastel colors. Very nice. I like the Art Deco. Very nice Art Deco up there on that sign. Very nice. Like what you did there, buddy. Okay, what do we got? Ugly multi-tool. Yep. It's an ugly multi-tool. Okay, this is an A-class, but supercharged slots are pretty spread out, so that's a whole lot of nope. Always check the multi-tools. Let's check the vendors while we're here. What do you got for me, buddy? Anything good? Let's see. Geology cannon, pulse spitter, scanner, neutron. I think I got enough neutron cannon modules. Pretty sure I do. Pretty sure I got enough neutron cannon modules. I'll see what this guy has. Mr. Starship Dude. Yeah, Morris. Very nice color combo here in the station. Okay, what do you got for me? Infra knife. Photon cannon. Meh. Infra knife is good, though. Infra knife is a very good weapon, but I think I have all the upgrades for that. Multiple upgrades. Okay, here we go, people. Let's do this. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. The ugly ship hunt continues. What the actual French toast is this? What is this? Okay, so this is a short tail. It's not a stubby. It's a short tail TIE Fighter style hauler. It's got the TIE Fighter shields on it. It's got the gull style cockpit. Pretty much what you see is what you get with that one. That's an ugly hauler, by the way. Very ugly hauler. So if anybody out there that likes that style of hauler, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. I say that's a whole lot of nope. It is a B class, though. It is definitely a B class. Okay, let's do this. It is definitely a B class. All right, here we go. What do we got? Yeah, I'm honestly thinking about going back to that system and getting that starship, man. You know, I don't care what you guys say. I think I'm gonna go back and get that ship. It was a pretty decent looking ship. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't spectacular, but it was pretty nice for what it was. I might go back and get that ship. Yeah, I might go back and get that ship. Anyways, we're 2-0. We found two pretty decent looking ships and no ugly ships so far. It's been a pretty disappointing live stream. It's been pretty disappointing. We haven't found an ugly ship yet. Walter says, yeah, I've heard some people say the best way to play this game is to start with the story quest before you start doing open world exploring. Yeah, because the story quest will teach you how to play the game. Giannis says, I like watching your stream in No Man's Sky, but I have no clue on how to play it. I've done the tutorials, but I just don't understand it, unfortunately. This is a freaking water planet. Oh, no, it's not a water planet. I thought I was looking at oceans. I would say ultimately it depends on what you want to do. It depends on what you want to do. I would say... Stuart, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's just been disappointing we haven't found any ugly ships yet. Until now, we just found one. Bingo. Bingo. Ugly ship number 1.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And there's a firestorm. We just found ugly ship number 1. Oh, this thing is horrendous. This thing is horrendous. So, is this a hollow or a heavy? Okay, it's a heavy. Okay, so what we have here, hold on a sec. Let's get a look at it. Let's get a look at it before the storm comes in. Oops. So what we have here, this is a B-class heavy fighter. Yeah, B-class heavy Sentinel fighter. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter because of the extended cockpit or extended fuselage. Yeah, Stuart, this thing is oogly. It's so ugly, it's oogly. That's O-O-O-U-G-L-Y. Oogly. Yeah, this is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Dorsal and ventral rear stabilizers. I think they articulate. Bladed wings. Skirt wings. This thing is ugly. This is one of the... Okay, so folks... Here's your ugly ship for today. Here's ugly ship number 1. This thing is horrendous. So, Giannis, what I recommend is that you check out some tutorials. I have tutorials on my channel on how to do certain things. Jason Plays, who is one of my favorite No Man's Sky content creators, he has a new player starter guide for 2026 on his channel. I recommend you check him out. And his videos will actually teach you how to play the game. Or at least get you familiarized with the game. Jason Plays does a good job. Zane's World's got some good tutorials. Captain Steve, I think he's got tutorials as well. There are some good No Man's Sky creators out there with standard gameplay tutorials. Most of my tutorials in No Man's Sky are on how to find the best starships, multi-tools, how to get your glyphs, how to get the best... configuration or weapons configuration for your multi-tools, etc. Things like that. And of course, we look for ugly starships. So, for you 1 or 2 weirdos out there that like this style of Sentinel ship, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This ship is absolutely horrendous. I don't know why you want this ship. So, Morris says, how about salt and vinegar potato chips? I love them. Probably not good for me, but I can make a big bag disappear quickly. Salt and vinegar potato chips, yes. Yes. I try not to eat potato chips because they really are bad for you. but every once in a while, the problem is that you can't just eat one potato chip. You cannot eat one potato chip. It is physically and mentally impossible. What do we got here? You can keep your runaway mold. We don't need that. And we've got electrical disturbances. We got, hold on a second. This doesn't look like an extreme storm. Okay, there are no storm crystals on this rock. All right, never mind. Okay, let's, get this thing and get up to the station and get out of here. This sucks. this thing absolutely sucks. Rain. And Pugnium. Okay, B-class. This thing is absolutely ugly. That's an ugly ship. So we found one ugly ship today. Oof. Compare. And claim it. All right, let's get this thing up to the station and get out of here. Now, that's an ugly ship. Before we go, hold on. Always get your radiant shards because those things are worth some money. Yeah, radiant shards are worth money. And since we're not coming back this way because this planet sucks.
Thermal protection falling.
Always get your radiant shards. Yeah, radiant shards are very good nanites. Are good for nanites, I should say. Very good for nanites. Yeah, Cottrell says dung beetle ship. That's exactly what it looks like, actually. That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, Morris, I could put away a bag of chips, but again, at my age, can't be eaten like that. Cannot eat like that. Definitely not at my age. So yeah, I try to watch what I eat. But as soon as Walter mentioned salt and vinegar potato chips, yeah, that's a whole different level of evil right there. All right. Yeah, just taking a second to grab some radiant shards, because those things are definitely worth some pretty decent nanites. A stack of 10 gets you 500. Okay, let's get this thing up to the station and get out of here. Next system. Yeah, with the actual French toast, that's an ugly ship. Yeah, that's an ugly Sentinel ship right there. That thing is ugly. You guys wanted ugly ships? There's your ugly ship. That's the first ugly ship for today. All right. So Morris says, my issue is the salt and the vinegar potato chips are like a bad addiction. I don't need them, but often. I don't eat them often because I always eat the whole bag. Yeah, like I said, you can't just eat a single chip. That's impossible. Nobody samples a single potato chip. Nobody. My wife bought a bag of this huge 5-pound bag of potato chips from Costco this past weekend, and my son ate half the bag. It's a 5-pound bag of freaking potato chips. Who does that? Who does that? So yeah, that is absolutely insane. There we go. So yeah, that's why I try not to. Yeah, Walter, exactly. It is impossible, physically impossible, to eat one potato chip. Nobody can do that. No one can do that. You know, it's funny. It is funny. I think, I got to remember where I saw this. I think somebody did a study. Someone did a study somewhere. I have to check on this because I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen it. But somebody did a study somewhere where they said that, or their conspiracy theory was that the producers of potato chips, they add certain additives, not chemicals, but additives, if you will, certain flavorings and additives to make eating potato chips addictive, to make it more addictive, so that you can't just eat one potato chip. Somebody did a study on that once. I can't remember where I saw it. I need to look for it, but somebody did a study on that once. I thought that was hilarious. All right, this thing is going straight to the scrapper. We don't need it. I am curious, though. I do want to see what the supercharged slots are on this. So let's see here. Difficulty. Not discovery, but difficulty. Let's see, do that. Let's check the supercharged slots on this thing. Let's see what we got. Oh, hold on. Before we do, you give me that. We'll put that in. Okay, we'll put it on us because I don't have my ship. Let's take a stack of these brains, because these things are worth a lot of nanites. Okay, next. Upgrade. Yeah, just curious. So let's see what the supercharged slots are on this thing. How much you guys want to bet this is a 3+1? And it's still not worth it. It's still not worth a hunt if it is. So upgrade. See, augmentations. What do we got? Nope. 2+1 and 1. Garbage. Okay. We can scrap it. we can scrap it. All right. So Morris says, Costco is good. I didn't know they had one where you are. Yeah, there are at least 2 or 3 different Costcos here in Japan. But Costco is a major retailer here. Not too far, well, about 20, 30 minutes away from my house. I think they're overpriced because I don't buy food in bulk like that. My wife does. So she does. All right, we switch that back. Yes, we did. Okay, let's scrap this thing. You know what? I don't care what you guys say. I'm going back to that other star system, and I'm going to get that ship. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that ship. I don't care what you guys say. I'm going to get that ship right now. As soon as we're done here, I'm going back to get that ship. Salvage. So Walter says the regular Lay's plain chips are pretty good. They're just salty enough to enjoy and not bad with a dip. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Now, here's the deal. I can't remember the name of or brand of this potato chip, but my wife picked up a bag of chips from Costco. These things they weren't gourmet chips. They were thick cut chips. These things were thick. They were thicker than your regular chips. They weren't Ruffles type chips. They were regular potato chips, but they were thicker cut than other potato chips. Those things were, oh my God. Wow, they were so good. They were so good. Salt and pepper flavored chips. Salt and pepper flavored chips. Those things were amazing. Okay, what do we get? Anything good? Nice. Got a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, give me them brains or those nanites. I'll take that, thank you. And let's do a stack of... Yep, let's do a stack of these. Okay, let's sell some stuff. You don't have to sell to the pilots. If you sell to the terminal, which is fine. Depending on how much of a commodity you sell, you'll change the actual value of the item. Okay, so we want to make an offer to trade. Let's sell him everything. Indium scrap. AI valves. Subatomic regulators. And spool of nano cables. Alright, that's it. Cool. Okay, let's get back. Yeah, Walter, I remember that ad. Bet you can't eat just one. I wonder why. I wonder why they did that. I remember that ad, yes. Trust me, I remember that ad. Yeah, like I said, there's a conspiracy theory that... So Jonathan Studio says... Gyaraga, a.k.a. Fighter, is the name of the protagonist ship that appeared in Galaga and other successors. It's the ship that destroyed the Galaga army and is the futuristic Earth mechanical guardian. I remember that ship. I have, believe it or not, I have Galaga, the video game, on like the Midway Classics. It's part of the Midway Classics collection on the original Xbox. I have that game. I totally have that game. Yeah, that was back when arcade games were fun. I remember that. So Dan Red says, I got a one-up on that. I made Wagyu burgers earlier. What? You made Wagyu burgers and you didn't invite me? Bro, I'm mad. I'm mad. Ooh, that sounds so good. That sounds, oh my God, dude, that sounds good. So Moore says, I love the Costco hot dogs, and it's good and cheap. Don't mess with the Costco hot dogs, man. Those things they're dangerous. They're dangerous. They're dangerous in a good way, but they're dangerous. Yes. And the Costco pizza, bro, I love Costco pizza. Absolutely love Costco pizza. Okay, drop these off. Nice. We can put the platinum in the other ship, I think. Yeah, we'll put the platinum in that ship. Because we got enough of it. All right, let's go. Plenty of platinum to go around. So like I said, I don't care what you guys say. I'm going back for that starship. I'm going right back to that system for that starship. Now, where was it? Where was it? Was that it? Was that the system? Well, that's a random 3-star. Hold on. That's the pirate system that we were just at. Yeah, that's the system right there, the 1-star. I'm going back for that ship. I don't care what you guys say. I'm going back for that starship. I don't care what you guys say. I want that ship. I don't care what you guys say. Ozzy Bob, what's up? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Yeah, we're just talking about having a debate about potato chips and whether or not you can eat just one. So Walter says there's a guy on the internet that gets the Costco pizza and a hot dog, and then wraps the pizza around the hot dog. I guess he takes the hot dog out of the bun first, although he says it's delicious. I think that'll work. I think that works. I do think that works. Yeah, the Costco, the pizza around the bun. I might have to try that, man. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, just get ready to watch your cholesterol level spike, but that sounds pretty good. So Dan Red says, the one server I made, I won for, enjoyed the burger so much, she gave me money because she said I deserved a tip for it. That's awesome. Congrats, man. That's awesome. That is pretty sick. Wow, a Wagyu burger, man. That's got to be good. All right. We've already scanned this system. Like I said, I'm going back for that Sentinel ship. I don't care what you guys say. I want that ship. I want that ship. Let me out of here. We're going after that ship. I don't care what you guys say. Let's scan. Let's go find one. Or you know what? Something even better. Then again, this is a 1-star system. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, hold on. That is, oops, anomaly detector. That was the wrong thing. Oops, hold on. We got to reload. Oops. We got to reload. That was an anomaly detector. It looks just like the freaking echo locator. Ozzy says the YouTube feed showed my someone making hot dogs made into chocolate bars this week. That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Some people will make anything and eat anything. That is just gross, man. That's gross. That is beyond gross. Okay, so here we go. Echolocator.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Should probably make some more of those. Hold on a second. Yeah, we got to make some more echolocators before we go anywhere. Hold on. All right, first person. Should probably make some more of those. Anomaly detector. There we go. All right. Let's just make a couple of these. All right. Here we go. There we go. Okay, we are ready. Before we go, hold on. I always do this. Yeah, just need to make a couple of those before we proceed. That way we don't run out. Because those things are kind of hard to come by. Yeah, that sounds absolutely disgusting, man. So Morris says, Costco hot dog with pizza. Don't give me any ideas. Don't need another addiction on food. Costco pizza is deadly. It's deadly. Deadly in a good way. Yeah, wrap it in a Costco hot dog. Yeah, that's, good luck with that one. Yeah, watch your cholesterol spike to like 11 billion. All right, let's go get that ship. I don't care what you guys say. I want that ship. I don't care. We're getting that ship like right now. Jonathan Studio says, salt, sugar, fat, how the foods giants hooked us by Michael Moss. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. You know, especially in like the for like the case of potato chips, because again, I don't think that's the study that I saw. I think I saw something else, but I vaguely remember reading an article or something, or like a study that someone did about how like potato chip and snack manufacturers add certain food additives. We're not talking about preservatives, but food additives to make eating those foods more addictive. Potato chips being one of them. Potato chips being one of them. So yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, this is a 1-star system, so I'm not expecting a whole lot here. Not expecting a whole lot. But I'm only back here because I want that starship. I don't care what you guys say. Give me that ship. All right, what do we got? It is... Oh, it's a rifle. It's an actual rifle, too. Okay. It's an actual rifle. All right. Not going to bother dropping a base because we're not going to be here that long. Okay, input override glyphs, scan registers. Red Man, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, bro. How are you today? So 2, 7, 13. Math is hard. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Okay. Input glyphs. 2, 7, 13. Deactivate seal. Not expecting much from this multi-tool. Yeah, like I said, C-class. Not worth snagging, so we're going to leave that. Let's clear the scrap. Ooh, suspicious package tech. Rusty metal. More rusty metal. Arms. Nice. There's some good stuff down here. Got some void mote. Can always use void mote. And we got a broken thermal harvester. So what is this? Nice. Let's put this in ship. This we don't need. We got plenty of ferrite dust. All right. Looks like we're sitting all right. Yeah, we'll leave that multi-tool because it's not worth it. We're not coming back to this camp either, so I just want that ship. That's it. Ozzy Bob says, I did see someone made a No Man's Sky base that looked like a Doctor Who TARDIS. Oh, really? That's got to be pretty cool. It was bigger on the inside. Just an amazing build. You know what? There are some very, very skilled builders out there, man. I could never build in No Man's Sky. I could never build. I'll show you guys, if I can remember to do it, I'll show you guys a base that I built a couple of years ago that was designed to be my stasis device farm. It was designed to be a stasis device, farm to make money. Guess what happened after that? Freaking No Man's Sky Interceptor release, and we got Sentinel ships that sell for a crap ton of cash. So not even necessary anymore. Okay, inverted mirror, whatever. You can keep your inverted mirror, buddy. So Morris says, food companies adding additives that make food more addictive, I believe. It's no wonder potato chips don't last in my house. They disappear quickly. Like I said, I remember seeing a study somewhere that suggested that. I vaguely remember that. And it doesn't surprise me either. It doesn't surprise me at all. But because I'm very mindful of what I eat and how much of it I eat, I try to be careful whenever snacking. Snacking is not something that I do frequently, which is probably one of the reasons why I can't keep lean muscle mass on right now. Because I work out, man. I hit the gym and I work out, but I think I hit muscle maturity a long time ago. So it's very difficult for someone at my age to maintain lean muscle mass. Because you got to literally eat like a horse. You got to be putting down like 6,000 calories a day to keep that kind of muscle mass on. I can't do it. Not at my age, not anymore. Okay, I found it. It is, oh my God, this thing is an A-class. How did I know this was going to happen? How did I know this was going to happen? This ship is an A-class. All right, that settles it. We're dropping a base right here. We're dropping a base. I knew it. Something told me if I came back and looked for a ship, I'd find an A-class. There's like a 1% chance of finding an A-class Sentinel ship in this type of star system, a one-star system. Yeah. Wow. Okay. And we got 10 inverted mirrors. I'll take those. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. We will take those inverted mirrors. Thank you very much. How do I have 4,000 at... Oh, my God. What? Yeah, I can't believe we just scored. So, and like I said, I'm glad I didn't listen to you guys. I'm glad I didn't listen. We just scored an A-class. So, I can either take this ship... Or, I mean, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Because it is a one-star system. Let's make a new restore point. We got to see what the supercharged slots are on this ship. Yeah, exactly. GG, right? Not bad at all. Let's see what we got here. Supercharged slots are probably spread out.
Technology prepared.
Yeah, I kind of figured they would be. They're spread out. They're going to be spread out. But then again, this could be a 2+1-in-1. But it's an A-class out of the box. So this one is definitely worth keeping. Not bad. Not bad for an A-class. Not bad. Okay, Yeah, Jonathan, exactly. The Galaga ship. It's not a bad looking ship. Like I said, I'm glad I came back. I'm glad I didn't listen to you guys. So, all right. So, I can either leave a save beacon and just leave the ship, or drop a base here. Supercharged slots are spread out. I think what I'm going to do, let's catalog this location. Let's catalog it. Okay, so this is an A class out of the box, located at plus 12.20 and plus 72.13. A class out of the box. Glyphs for this starship. Let's get a better look at it. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. So if you want this ship, this is where you find it. Let's drop a save beacon. If I can stop fat fingering the buttons. Hold on. There we go. Let's drop this one. And let's make this one... let's see. Let's make this one blue. Yellow and blue. Perfect. Okay, let's get rid of the red save beacon that's here. All right, we got this ship. This is what I wanted. I'll take it. I will take it. Give me that ship. Compare and claim. Yes, please. Thank you. I'll take it. Yes, please. Look at that ship. That's a good-looking ship. I'm glad I came back. I'm glad I didn't listen to you guys. You guys were like, pass, pass, pass. It's like, man, I want that ship. I'm going to get it. Okay, let's get rid of that red save beacon. So if you guys want this exact ship, there'll be a blue save beacon in the star system. So I do suggest coming and picking it up. This one is definitely a keeper. Okay, let's get rid of the red save beacon. That was for a C class. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's get rid of that save beacon, and we will make a beeline, excuse me, to the next system. We'll make a beeline to the next star system. Yeah, I was just thinking about something else I wanted to say at the same time. All right, where's that save beacon? There it is. Get rid of this. Hold it. There we go. And we want to delete left trigger. Get rid of that. Okay, get rid of this. It's just an inventory. All right. Okay, so there is a yellow save beacon, yellow and blue save beacon in the area of that A-class starship, if you guys want it. All right, I'm happy now. Let's go. Now I'm happy. Now I'm freaking happy. Now I feel better about things. Look at that ship. That's nice. That's a good-looking ship. I mean, it's nothing spectacular. A different color scheme with the orange would have been okay, but, you know, I'll take it. All right, let's get this thing to the capital ship. Let's get this thing to the freighter, then next system. So far, we're still 2 for 1. 2 nice-looking ships versus 1 really ugly one. I'm talking really ugly. There we go. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're about to get back on to the ugly ship hunt. Like I said, I just wanted to come back and get this ship. This is a pretty decent looking Sentinel ship right here. the fact that I just nailed an A class, I'm pretty happy. But people should understand that this is a 1-star Korvax system. Either 1-star Korvax or 1-star Viking. So we're not going to find higher than an A-class starship in this system anyway. Nice. Let's put this one in storage since it's an A-class and since we're keeping it. Let's put that one in storage. We'll put that one in the storage. Archive. And where's it at? There it is. Okay, this one we'll archive. All right, perfect. So 6, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So we can find archive 4 more ships. Which means I need to look and see what this crap is. What are all these ships? Batwing 3+1, Mother. I don't even know what that is. It's probably a C-class hauler or something like that. Okay, let's go. Next star system. Upgrades and controls. Here we go. Okay, so we've been there, done that. We're headed this way. Is that a purple? Hold on. Is that a red star or purple star? I can't tell. Okay, that's a purple star system. Ah, that's a blue. That's a blue star system. Okay. Outlaw Dissident. Let's check it out. Let's go there. That's a blue star system. So Ozzy Bob says, just look for the TARDIS address, but it's in the Highton system, Highton Galaxy, wherever that is. I have no idea where it is. Haven't even heard of that galaxy yet. Haven't even heard of that one yet. I can only imagine how long it takes to get there. Yeah, that's where we need to contact Ricey's Emporium because he has a galaxy hopping taxi service where, depending on whether or not he's actually been there, he'll have a player in that galaxy, and as long as you've got your multiplayer on, you can add your friend code to theirs, and they'll take you to the galaxy. They'll pull you right into that galaxy with their save. So, yeah, never heard of that one before. That's got to be way out there. Then again, this game does have 256 different galaxies. So Planet of Light, Toxic, Icebound, Contaminated Moon. That sounds disgusting. Hot, and what is this? Cloudy. Oh, crap. It's raining all the time. Market, Tenfana. Okay, let's go. You guys know how we do it. First order of business. Check out the multi-tool. So Ozzy Bob says I've made it to about 3 galaxies. I've only made it to 2. Well, no. I take that back. Including Euclid Galaxy, I think I've made it to 3. Yeah. Euclid, Eisentam, and El Cupolos. Those are the 3 galaxies. So galaxies 1, 10, and 11. All right, where's my living ship? There it is. Okay, let's check out the multi-tool first. Yeah, the captain did a good job parking the freighter right on the doorstep of the space station. So Ozzy Bob says 1 is big enough. Yep, that is true. Just ask Artemis. Just ask Artemis. Artemis knows. 1 galaxy is big enough. Hold it. Let's check out that solar. Oh, you bum. That dude took off. I can only imagine what that pilot said. Oh, crap. Here comes that weirdo Odd Man 105. Let's get out of here. Start the engines. Let's get out of here. He's going to try to buy our ship. Let's get out of here. I can just see that conversation. Okay, what do we got? It is nope. Nice colors though. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this is an outlaw dissonant system, so we have a 5% chance of finding an S-Class. But I'm willing to bet this ship is uglier than dirt. So we're going to find out. Back to the ugly ship hunt. And thank you guys for sticking with us. We're hunting for the ugliest Sentinel ships we can find. So far, 2 pretty decent looking ships versus 1 really ugly one. I mean 1 really ugly one. It was ugly. It was so ugly it was camera shy. Oh, what does this guy want? What do you want? Disaster, ship shell, unknown entity with... What? Speak English, buddy. Metal plating. And we got 65 nanites. Okay. That's enough for like a C-class upgrade. So Moore says, I went back to watch your old live stream. I wanted to see your reaction and everyone in chat. Reaction to the worst DLC. It was entertaining to watch. Which live stream was that? Was that that was either Oscar Guzman or Mercenaries? It was either Oscar Guzman or Mercenaries. If it was Oscar Guzman, yeah, I know. I remember the Oscar Guzman. The live stream I did for Oscar Guzman. Because I'd done some research on it so that I could prepare. Oh, Mercenaries. Yeah, Mercenaries was trash. Mercenaries was arguably the worst DLC ever. There's one saving grace to Mercenaries, and that's the operations terminal for the actual Avenger aircraft. The LSA operations missions are fun. Guitar Guy 80, hello sir, how are you today? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you, bro? Everybody, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, show that man some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. Guitar Guy 80, good to see you, man. Okay, here we go, people. What do we got? Okay, this is... I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Ugly ship number 2 found. We just found ugly ship number 2. We just found... Oh, no, wait, hold on. It might not be that bad. Hold on a second. It's got tank treads. It's got tank treads. Hold on. It's got tank treads. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. It's got tank treads. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so we have a medium. Hold on a second. This is a medium, right? Yeah. We have a medium Sentinel fighter. Medium Sentinel fighter, the Elvis dorsal stabilizer with tank treads. Medium Sentinel fighter, Elvis dorsal stabilizer, tank treads, all black. All black with white accents, red and white accents. Well, I mean, it's not. If you like tank treads, so Guitar Guy 80. You have one of these. I know Jason plays. Yeah, Stuart Laker. It's a dart with feet. Ozzy Bob says, not bad for a key fob. Yeah, a key fob with tank treads. You know what? It's not bad. It's not worth a hunt, in my opinion, but it's not bad. Okay, so if you guys like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is a medium Sentinel fighter, Elvis dorsal stabilizer with tank treads. So Guitar Guy 80 says, I have the cockpit with tank feet, mine is missing the Elvis. Okay, this is, of course, it's a crap C class. This one is located at minus 16.72 and plus 83.31. If anybody out there wants this ship, this is where you find it. Let's look around and see if there may be some good stuff here. Ancient data structures, whatever. Okay, before we claim that ship, we got some radiant shards to collect. Excuse me, hopping dinosaur thing. Yeah, we got some radiant shards to collect. Because I know I saw some on the way in. And let's see. I think they're over there. 299. Yep, they're over there. Let's grab these radiant shards. We'll claim the ship and we'll beat feet out of here. Hello, William DeP. How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. How are you, man? Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Yeah, we're on the hunt for ugly Sentinel ships. We found a really ugly ship, man. It was so ugly it was oogly. That's how bad it was. Yeah, don't shoot the dinosaur. Thank you. Yeah, we do want those radiant shards because those things are easy nanites. Alright, let's claim that ship and get out of here. So Guitar Guy 80 says I have a green one and a black one with a hammerhead and tank feet. I have, believe it or not, I got a blue one on my freighter. I got a blue one, dorsal pincers with tank treads. No, I think it's got an Elvis. I think it's an actual Elvis. We'll take a look at it when we get back to the freighter. But I got one of these in blue. Okay, this is a C class, so we're going to grab it and scrap it. Not worth a hunt, in my opinion, but we've got the location cataloged just in case somebody wants this ship. All right. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think if it were a light Sentinel fighter, it would be better. But because it's a medium, that kind of takes away from it. You get to see that red fuselage on there. So not the best, but it's not bad. Not worth a hunt, in my opinion, but we will claim it. And take this thing up to the station and scrap it. All right, let's go. Yeah, William says the tank feet saved it. Yeah, the tank feet did save it. I agree. Tank feet did save it. All right, let's go. Outlaw Station. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I think just the tank feet and the fuselage would be okay. The hammerhead's kind of like, okay, that's just, that's a bit too much going on there. But it's not bad. This is an outlaw dissonance system, so if you hunt long enough, you'll find an S-Class. I just don't think this ship is worth a hunt. I don't think it's worth a hunt, so yeah. So, so far today, we are 2 for 2. 2 for 2. 2 pretty decent looking ships and 2 ugly ones. Although this one is not too terribly bad. But this one is this one is in the ugly category. This Sentinel ship is definitely in the ugly category. It's not too bad though. But I would classify this one as ugly. If it were just a key fob light Sentinel ship, it wouldn't be too terribly bad, but yeah. All right. Something else that saves it is the fact that it's all black. This is an all black key fob, if you will, with tank treads and the Elvis. And the Elvis. Let's take a look at the supercharged slots on this one, because why not? Free. Apply. Okay, let's see what we got. And thank you guys for sticking with us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. We want to upgrade. Let's just see what the supercharged slots are on this one. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're fat fingering the buttons. There we go. Hate it when that happens. So William thinks it's a 2 + 1 and 1. I'll be surprised if it's that. It is. William was right. 2 + 1 and 1. This one is a 2 + 1 and 1. I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, it basically it looks like a bug with tank treads. It looks like a bug with tank treads. So that's not too bad. 2 + 1 and 1. Yeah, William, he nailed it. William nailed it. So yep. Okay. So let's switch this back. The deal is that the Game Hub's theory is that on ships, of course, well, planets with C and B class ships, the C class ships will have a predetermined configuration for the supercharged slot. So if you find one, let's say for example, a C class ship like this one, you'll find other C-class ships with the same supercharged slot configuration on this, the same conversions. So even if we were to scrap this ship, we could simply go back to the planet, find another C-class, and it'll more than likely have the same supercharged slots on it. Okay, let's scrap it. Next planet. Okay, nice. Oh, we just switched that back, didn't we? Yes, we did. All right, good. Daily driver. Yeah, so a Guitar Guy 80. Here is... Yeah, there's my blue one. Yeah, here's the blue one. This is a light Sentinel fighter. This is a light one that I found during an expedition. Light Sentinel fighter, the Elvis dorsal stabilizer tank treads. This is the blue one that I found. This one was an A class out of the box. What was the supercharged slots on this one? What were the supercharged slots, if we can find it? They were spread out. They're spread out. Although this could be a 3 + 1. I'm not sure. This could be a 3 + 1. But here's the blue one that I found. Don't even ask me where I found this one. I don't remember. I don't remember. I have no idea where I found this one. It was during an expedition, but for the life of me, I can't remember which one. Okay, next. What's my daily driver? There we go. Let's go. Yeah, we can't teleport back to the freighter. We have to actually fly back there. Or we can fly to a base and teleport. It's because we're in an outlaw system. Yeah, exactly. Good galaxy jumping ship. Exactly. All right, next. Let's make a save before we do anything else. Just in case. Oh, we got to drop some stuff off too, but let's make a save. All right, next system. Aaron Hunt, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just doing a little bit of No Man's Sky today. Hyperdrive has no fuel. There's another outlaw dissonance system right there. Bro. Seriously. There's another outlaw dissonance system over there. Yeah, the Emperor has no pants again. Hold on a second. We got to fix that. We got to fix that. There we go.
Technology recharge.
All right, let's try that again. Yeah, there was another outlaw dissonance system like right over there. I bet you we're not going to find it. I bet we're not going to find. Oh, that pisses me off. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. I just saw. There we go. Mark it. We just found it. we just found it. Okay, so we're 2 for 2 today. 2 for 2. Yeah, I decided to ignore chat and go back to that 1-star system and get that ship. And it was an A-class. The second ship we found was an A-class out of the box. I said, yes, please. Yes, please. I'll take it. Yes, please. A-class out of the box. Nice looking ship. I'll take it. Yeah, and a 1-star system, no doubt. Okay, here we go. All right. Upload. Noxious. Overgrown. Metallic. Metallic. Ah. That's an anomaly planet. Cabled moon. Cabled? Wow. Okay. That's the first time I've seen that. Not only is the planet anomaly, but the moon is anomaly planet too. Wow. Okay. First time for everything. Arctic and desert. Markets. All right, let's go. You guys know how we do. Before we go anywhere, let's drop some stuff off. Excuse me, sir. Coming through. Thank you. Yeah, I need to crack open these this glass. I think I'll take an entire live stream to open up the glass. I said glass, chat. It's glass. We got to sell this. Hold on. We got to sell that. There we go. Sell the Starship AI valves. Goodbye.
Units received.
Why do I have all this Atlantidium? I have no idea why I got 4,000 Atlantidium in my inventory. Okay. Let's go. So first stop, space station. Next stop, Starship. Let's do it. Here we go. You know, the captain could have parked a little closer. 29 seconds away. He could have parked a little closer. Just a little bit. So just to let everyone know, I am planning on live streaming again tomorrow. That is, of course, if I can get things done tonight, because I have what I want to do is I have a video to work on for not No Man's Sky, for GTA tonight. But tomorrow I'm going to try to release another episode of Flippin' Ships No Man's Sky Edition Top 5 Starships. I'm currently working on the next iteration of that series. And those videos take a long time to make because of all the post-process editing. That's the hard part. When you've got the music, you've got the transitions and everything else. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a crap C class anyway. No, thank you. Yeah, where's it? It's right there. There it is. A baller hauler just landed. Hold on a second. Hold on. So this is a stubby. Are you kidding me? That dude just got, I swear. The pilot it happens every time. It happens every time. The pilot just jumped in. He just jumped in the ship as soon as he saw me. I swear he did. It's like, here comes that weirdo Odd Man 105. Let's get out of here. He just jumped in his ship. All right, it's a C class. The scumbag pilot just jumped in his ship. That dude. So Aaron Hunt says, friendly reminder, Odd Man, this weekend is Japanese GP if you can watch. Got it, thank you. Oh, we got a Raven. Raven just flew in. Nice. What do you got for me? Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. We're leaving. No solar sails with gentleman sausage sails on it. No, thank you. The gentleman sails, according to Ricey's Emporium, anyway. Okay. We've got the planet marked. Yep, we do. Let's do this. Okay, remember, people, we're hunting for ugly AF ships. Ugly AF Sentinel ships. So, Sinister RC, how's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, these ships have to be ugly AF to qualify. All right, so what do we got here? Let's organize this. There we go. Yeah, I really need to clear out my inventory. So Ozzy Bob says, I miss F1. They took it off free to air many years back. Did see the F1 movie with Brad Pitt starring this week. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, wow, I didn't know that. Fortunately, because it's a sport, of course, cable TV will broadcast it, but the local Japanese digital airwaves, they'll broadcast it as well. We'll typically watch it on J Sports or something like that, which is a cable network. All right, are we there yet? Yeah, this place is halfway across the galaxy. And thank you guys for sticking with us. I think we have some time to do a couple of more ships, including this one. Then I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. All right, what do we got? And I swear, it's almost always freaking nighttime too, man. Almost always nighttime. All right, what do we got? I can't see anything. Yeah, I can't see anything. I have no idea what it is. We'll take that radiant shard, sir. Thank you very much. Give me that.
Technology recharge.
Where's the ship? Oh, there it is. Okay, looks like we got a green manta ray. Okay. We have a green manta ray. That's a pretty clean looking ship. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Yep, there we go. Hold on. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a green hammerhead manta ray with the heavy wings. A green manta ray hammerhead with heavy wings. So Ozzy Bob says, did go to one race as a kid in 1978 at Silverstone. Watch John Watson win for the UK. Oh, yeah. Okay, so folks, what we have here is a green hammerhead manta ray with heavy wings. So Stuart Laker says, not for me. Ozzy Bob says, nice ship. William says, about as basic as it gets. That's pretty accurate. That's a pretty accurate statement. That's a basic ship, all right. 5 thruster. It is clean. It is definitely clean. So, Neo Hurricane says, like the color. Okay. Guitar Guy 80 says, I like the ship, just not the color. So there you have it. So, Aaron Hunt says, the movie is dope. Is it? I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out. I will have to check it out. Anyways, if you guys want this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. So M. Wood says, I would claim it if it was white with black accents. I would too, if seriously, because white Sentinel ships in particular are pretty rare. Okay, this is a crap C class located at plus 63.23. I said 63. That is plus 6.23. I'm dyslexic. Plus 6.23 and plus 145.35. So if you want this ship, this is where you find it. Come get it. I'm going to take a pass on it. Because I think I've got something like this already. So I'll take a pass on it. All right, let's claim this thing, get it up to the station. What do we got? So this one is not bad. Quad servo. Okay. Okay, we'll take that quad servo. Sure. Why not? It's not bad. Definitely not ugly. So we are 3 for 2. We're 3 for 2. 3 good-looking ships, vice 2 ugly ones. So Aaron Hunt says, festivities start Friday. Do they? Okay. Yeah, William, this one's not hunt worthy. Nothing really much going on here. So let's claim it and get it up to the ship. Or get it up to the station, that is.
Technology prepared.
Okay. It has a positron ejector. This one has a positron ejector. This is the second ship we found today that came with a factory-installed positron ejector. Very nice. Crap C class. This one is probably a 2 + 1 in 1. Yeah, Ozzy Bob. That's why we'll keep it. That's why we're keeping the quad servo. Okay, compare and claim. Okay, let's get this thing up to the station and scrap it. Yeah, that's a pretty clean ship. Pretty clean ship. All right, where's the station? Excuse me. Definitely a clean ship. But not something that I'm interested in, so let's keep looking. We are 3 for 2. 3 for 2. Yeah, this thing's got a positron ejector in it. So 100 uranium, 1 wiring loom. The problem is that when you pre-package weapons like this, it takes up an entire space in your storage. So I'm probably just going to break this one down. The positron ejector is a good weapon, though. It's a good space weapon. For close-in space combat, it's got the highest DPS of any other weapon. It's basically the space shotgun. Are we there? Where is... Oh my gosh. Hold it. What does this guy want? It should not be. I should not be. Another egg? I don't have a void egg on me, you weirdo. Get out of here. We don't have a void egg on us. Those are in storage. That dude's cutting into my travel time. What the crap, dude? He's cutting into my travel time. I still have 6 seconds. That's what she said. Ozzy Bob says you can get a new living ship. I can get a new living ship if I have the egg on me. I don't have a void egg on me. Yeah, I don't have a void egg on me. That's in the freighter. Yeah, I got all the void eggs are like over here. They're in storage somewhere, but I don't have them on me. So yeah. Jet Black says, what's the 100 uranium good for? Fuel, starship fuel. Uranium is used for starship fuel. Don't crash into the station, please. So yeah, he'll keep stalking till the eggs are gone. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Here's the deal. The next living ship I find has to be done in a specific system so that I can get a good living ship with good colors, good configuration, and good supercharge slots. Because those are all star system specific. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. Let me out of here. All right, let's scrap this thing. I would take that positron ejector, because that's actually a really good starship weapon. But you know what? Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll do that. Okay. Options. Let's see what we have here for supercharge slots. Let's see if it's any good. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, they are easy to make. They're not difficult. It's just pretty cool to see, you know, starship weapons like that on C-class ships. They're kind of rare. Usually on a C-class ship, you'll get like the rocket launcher and of course the base weapons. But something like a custom weapon like that, they're kind of rare. So William, I think supercharged slots will be spread out on this one. I think they're spread out. All right, upgrade. Here we go. I think they'll be spread out. Jet Black, yes, it's the space shotgun. That weapon has the highest DPS of any other weapon, any other space weapon in the game, I think. Okay. Yep, William called it. 2 + 1 and 1. So 2 + 1 and 1 again. 2 + 1 and 1. Okay. All right, let's scrap it and move on to the next ship. 2 + 1 and 1. All right, salvage this thing. Oh, there it is. It's like, where's my ship? Let's see. Do I have a positron ejector in here? I do not. We got everything else except the positron ejector. Let's put that in here. Hold on. Oh, never mind. We scrapped it. That's fine. We'll keep that for the other ship. Okay, uranium, ship, and ship. Funny, I thought I had wiring looms someplace else. Oh, I think that's in my other ship. And we got a crap ton of uranium in here. There's that baller hauler again. It is a C class. Okay. Okay, let's sell this guy some stuff and get out of here. Okay, offer to trade. Yes, please. Sell. Compressed indium scrap. AI valves. Recycled circuitry. Subatomic regulators. Nano cables. Starship. I got a random anomaly detector in my starship. Don't even ask me where that came from. Get rid of the pirate transponders. Yeah, we'll sell those. Okay, nice. Okay, next star system. I think we got time for one more. So Ozzy Bob says I got that Ridge Racer tune. What's that? Mind warming. Gonna have to listen to it now. Ridge Racer. Are you talking about from the original Ridge Racer for the PlayStation? For the original PlayStation? I have that game. I think I've got Ridge Racer and Rave Racer. I think. I gotta check, man. I gotta check. I got some old school PlayStation 1 games. Wait, what? We didn't get his stuff? Okay, we got his stuff. And we got three Korvax casings. We don't need any more Korvax casings. Where the crap is my capital ship? There it is. We don't need any more Korvax casings. Jet Black says, is that an organic ship? Yes, this is a living ship. This is a living ship. It took a week to get it, but yes, and I'm talking about one real world week. It takes 5 real days to get it. So yeah, that's part of the actual quest. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, yeah, the Ridge Racer, PlayStation 1. Ridge Racer PlayStation equals PlayStation 1. Yeah, I have that game, I think. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, we got to drop some stuff off and hit the next system. All right, we're continuing our journey toward the Galactic Center in a roundabout way. Excuse me. Okay, 1-star Gek. I mean, we can go to the 1-star Gek, but I'm not expecting a whole lot in terms of starship class. If at all possible. Okay, that system's abandoned. Okay, 2-star Gek. That's a green star system. Yep. Let's go to it. Let's check it out. So William says, those transponders you can donate to a guild on the space station too. You know, it's funny. I've tried donating those transponders. Well, I guess you have to donate the transponders to the guild in the star system where you find them. Because I've tried donating them to other guilds and they just wouldn't accept it. I've actually tried that. Yeah, I think you have to donate them to the guild in the star system where you take out the pirates. So that's why I usually sell them, because I often forget to try to donate. I often forget to donate them, so. Okay, what do we got? We have frost crystals, freezing planet, frost crystal planet, fungal planet, let's mark it. Oh, man. Yeah, there's one fauna. One fauna. That means no starships. No dissident starships. This system is a bust. We got to drop some stuff off anyway. This star system is a bust. We got to go to another system. Yeah, this system is a complete and total bust. All right, next system. Ozzy Bob says Ridge Racer Type 4 came with a special paddle controller. Had force feedback steering, high-tech baby. For its time, yeah, you're right. I do remember that controller. I do remember it. Yeah, on the original PlayStation. I do remember that one. I have an original Sony PlayStation. Yeah, I have an original Sony PlayStation. I think it still works. Not a PS1. We're not talking about a PS1. We're talking about the original Sony PlayStation that released in 1994. I think it was either 93 or 94. Somewhere around there. Okay, so manage fleet, manage squadrons. We don't need to do that. Wrong one. Yeah, I have an original Sony PlayStation. What's funny is that some people don't realize that the original Sony PlayStation, the one sold here in Japan at least, could play American software, could play U.S. software. There was a little trick you had to do. You had to fool the actual the actual PlayStation's firmware by booting a Japanese game. You had to boot a Japanese game, swap the disc with an American game, and then it would boot the actual American game. But the firmware on the original PlayStation was set so that it was region locked to Japanese software only. But there was a way you could fool it. There was definitely a way to fool it. And I could play American PlayStation games on my Japanese PlayStation. So Ozzy Bob says still have mine in the original box. Yep. Yes, sir. Right here. I got my original PlayStation in the original box. 1994, I think. And like I said, I think it still works. I'm pretty sure it still works. All right, here we go. This may be our final ship for today. I have to go take care of some IRL stuff. Scan. But yeah, I still have my original PlayStation. And I've got all the games that I bought with it too. Yeah, Jumping. One of my favorite games on the original PlayStation was Jumping Flash. That game was a lot of fun. That game was a crap ton of fun. So Aaron Hunt says, I hear there are over 170 different types of, what's that, Kit Kat in Japan. That could be true. There are some flavors of Kit Kat that are specific to Japan only. For example, green tea flavored Kit Kat. That's a thing. Pillared. Dang it. Another anomaly system. Pillared, Hyperborean. Yep. The system's a bust. So let's go. But yeah, that could be true. That could be true. There are some specific flavors of Kit Kat that are specific to Japan only, that you can't get anywhere else. Now, you can import them, sure. You can have them imported. I'm pretty sure if you went to Amazon.jp from the States, if you went to like Amazon.jp and ordered some Japanese Kit Kat, they would import it for you. They would ship it. But you got to consider things like tariffs and everything else and whether or not it's actually worth it. So, back to the galaxy map. Moore says, nice. That is worth some good money in the original box. Yeah, it is. It is. I have all the original hardware for my PlayStation with the original games. So it's definitely worth some money. Ozzy Bob says, the Japanese version of the PlayStation of the games were always more challenging. They made the games easier for the U.S. market. I think that's true. I think that's true. What I can tell you is that I do have, there we go, 3-star deck, let's go to it. I do have some American PlayStation games that work just fine in that Japanese PlayStation. For example, Beyond the Beyond, I got the Japanese version, and I think I've got the English version as well. Both versions work. Both versions work. I couldn't get the English version of Ark the Lad. I have to find it. I have to see if I can find it. Ark the Lad. I have the Japanese version of it, and which was almost unplayable because everything's written in Japanese. So, Dragonheart says, I've used Game Shark so much to the same effect to play Japanese discs on my US PlayStation. Yeah, exactly. And Game Shark does work. It does work. I totally forgot about freaking Game Shark, man. I forgot about that. All right, here we go. What do we got? Anything good, I hope? All right, upload. So we have our Ruined Dust Bowl. Broiling. Oh, God, not another one. Heimdall. Oh, okay. It's got 14. I was about to freak out. Let's mark it. I was about to freak out. Miasmatic. That's a nice green planet. Viridescent and Overgrown. Okay, let's go. Oh, we got anything we need to drop off? We do not. Oh, we do. Actually, we got that. Hold on. Give me that. This. That we can refine. Hold on a second. Give me that. Those aren't supposed to be in there. All right. Okay, we'll take 40 of those and we'll put the other ones back in the freighter. There we go. All right, that's better. That's better. Why is this Gex standing in the middle of the table? All right, whatever. Whatever, I got nothing. Let's go find this ship. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We're finding a ship. Let me out of here. Okay, first stop is Space Station. Yeah, going to be switching daily driver starships at some point. Hey, Captain, next time park closer to the space station. Dang it. Ozzy Bob says Bloody Roar was my favorite PlayStation 1 game. A fight game. Great fun. Yeah, like I said, my favorite PlayStation 1 game was Jumping Flash. It was the game about the robotic rabbit. That game was stupid fun. Okay, what do we got for multi-tools?
Units received.
Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. What about this one? At least it's a nice color. S-Class. S-Class multi-tool. Now, supercharged slots are spread out on this one. Supercharged slots are spread out. This could be a 2+1. This could be a 3+1. But we just scored an S-Class multi-tool. All right. So if you guys want this S-Class multi-tool, hold on a sec. There we go. S-Class multi-tool. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for the space station. This is the Euclid Galaxy S-Class multi-tool. So Sinister RC says, I like the sample disc that came with the PlayStation magazine subscription. I remember those days, man. I totally remember that. Back in the day, especially Xbox, Microsoft Xbox, they had their own magazine. They had their own Xbox magazine too. Back in the 90s, I used to subscribe to GameSpot, or Electronic Gaming Monthly. It was Electronic Gaming Monthly. That was the name of the game magazine, or the publication. They posted stories on PC and console games of the time. And you got a sample disc you got with a bunch of demos on it, which was actually pretty cool. You'll never see that, man. You'll never see that again, unfortunately. Those days are over. Those days are over. Everybody is about digital distribution, and you own nothing now. Okay, here we go. Last ship of the day. Here we go. This is a 3-star... What is this? Gek? Yep, 3-star Gek system. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, once I finally get around to replacing my TV, because I still haven't replaced my flat screen TV yet. Once I finally get around to replacing it, I'll see if my PlayStation still works. I'll see if all of my old school consoles still work, because I haven't gotten around to doing anything yet. All right, here we go. Yeah. Oh my God. So Sinister RC says, yeah, those were fun reads and great times. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They were very good, very well done articles. Demo discs were great, and unfortunately, those days are over. Yeah. Guitar Guy 80, exactly. Memories of days gone by. The early games, and the early days of gaming, I should say. Back in the day, when you bought a game, you bought a disc. What the actual crap is this? Yeah, you actually bought a disc. You went to not a GameStop, but you went to like an electronic boutique, or you went to an electronics store, and you bought your video games, whether they were on PC or console. You bought a big boxed game. Yeah, William, you saw that, right? You have got to be kidding me. It's an upside down hauler. It's an inverted hauler, all white, with bladed wings. This, oh my God, what a disappointment. Oh my God, this is terrible. You guys asked for an ugly ship. Here's your ugly ship. Seriously? White? I mean, think about it. We're on a frozen planet. It's a frozen planet. We got an all-white ship. This would have been perfect if it weren't a freaking hauler. Yeah, ugly AF. Yeah, you're right. This ship is so ugly it's oogly. Okay, so ladies and gents, we have... Hold on. We have a... this is a... I don't even know what this thing is. It's so ugly. We have a Sentinel hauler style ship. Inverted hauler. The hauler extension is inverted. So, yeah. So, Dan Morris says he likes it. Okay, Dan Morris, if you like this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Come get it. You can have every one of these ships. Come get it. So, Amwood says, I don't miss the 400-pound, 26-inch TV. Yeah, don't even get me started. Yeah, the biggest size TV you could get back in the day was 32 inches. And it was a ginormous freaking glass tube. That thing was huge. But yeah, if you like this style of ship, here it is. It is an all-white hauler-style Sentinel ship with the inverted hauler extension, double-bladed wings. And that's it. That's it. What you see is what you get. That's it. Just stop it. Just stop. Just stop. So if you want this ship, come get it. This is a hard pass. It is a crap C class. It's a crap C class. So what do we have for scrap? Meh. We'll leave the Pugnium. Before we go, let's get them shards. Anything else on this stupid rock that we need to be aware of? Always get your radiant shards because these things are worth money. Those are living fragments. There we go. I'll take that shard. Thank you very much. Always get your shards. Because we're not leaving empty-handed. All right, let's claim that ship and get out of here. Yeah, frozen planet, all-white ship. Too bad it's ugly. Hey, Carrie, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're just about to wrap up. Just about to wrap up. We're going to scrap this ship, and I think that'll be it. We're just about to wrap up. Okay, so glass, brain, and pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Yeah, like I said, this ship would have been fine if the stupid hauler extension were upright, but it's upside down. It's wearing its diaper backwards. Compare and claim it. All right, let's get this thing up to the station and scrap it. So Ozzy Bob says, someone did offer me a 100 centimeter TV for free. No way I was fitting that in the car. No, good luck with that. Your car won't even support it. You need to get like overload shocks on your car to haul the thing. It's so freaking heavy. You literally have to have a truck to deliver something like that, man. That's insane. I remember those days. My mom used to have a TV like that. It was big. For its time, it was big. So Morris says, I have an old CRT with a built-in VCR about buying. Oh, so what's that? You bought it new in the 90s and it still works. Nice. I have, yep. Well, I have a Sony VCR. A Sony 4-head VCR, stereo VCR that I bought back in 1994 that still works. It still works. How do I know it works? It's funny stories because my wife and kid wanted to watch. They wanted to watch Men in Black. They wanted to watch the original Men in Black on VHS. Because my son asked about it. He saw it. He was like watching it on YouTube, and he said, "What movie is this?" I said, "That's Men in Black." He said, "I want to see that movie." I said, "I have that movie." He's like, "Really? Can I watch it? It's on VHS." He said, "What's VHS?" He said, "What's VHS?" I said, "Boy, you just don't know. You just don't know." Okay, we can scrap this thing. We don't need to see what the supercharged slots are because I don't even care. At this point, I don't even care. Let's just scrap it and go. So I hooked up this VCR, this VHS VCR to the flat screen downstairs, and it worked just fine. It still works just fine. It even upscaled it a bit. It put it in widescreen resolution too. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. Don't even tell him about Betamax. Yeah, Beta was light years ahead of VHS, but the deal is that VHS won the video cassette recording wars or video cassette wars because VHS was cheaper and it could be mass produced. That's why it won. Beta was far better quality, but it was too expensive. It was way too expensive, and not a whole lot of it wasn't widely adopted because of its expense. VHS was far cheaper. Okay, so upgrade. Hold it. There we go. Oh, that's right. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see any of this. We're scrapping this trash. We're scrapping it. We're scrapping it. Okay, so we want to begin salvage because this ship's not worth it. 20 mil, yes please. All right, let's talk to this geck right here. The dude, the geck wearing the Fez haircut or the Fez hat. Okay, purchase, and we want to sell. Yep. Sell those for some money. Perfect. All right, let's talk to this guy. So Ozzy Bob says, "Well, back up. Ozzy Bob says, Amwood, Betamax tapes were smaller than VHS. They were. Betamax were smaller than VHS. So Carrie says, 15 days until Starfield. I'm getting impatient. Just a little longer. That's what she said. All right, I want to sell him some stuff. Offer to trade. Scrap. AI valves. Recycle circuitry. Subatomic regulators. A random quad servo. Spool of nano cables. Okay, perfect. Done. All right, let's swap ships and make it official. There we go. Okay. So Carrie says, or back up, Morris says, it was the world's biggest CRT TV. How big was it? So, okay, I see. Morris says there was a 100-inch CRT TV in Japan in a restaurant that was closing, and the guy traveled to go get it. Imagine how heavy it was. Heavy that was. I watched the video on YouTube. How much did it cost for him to ship that thing? That's a better question. I bet it cost him a couple $100 just to ship it. That's insane. So Carrie says, gonna cut the grass with some scissors to pass the time. Cut the grass with scissors. That'll pass the time, all right. So Ozzy Bob says, what did you think of Crimson Desert? I haven't had a chance to play it. I haven't had a chance to play it yet because I wanted to wait for reviews. More specifically, I'm waiting for console reviews for Crimson Desert. And I think some of the Xbox reviews, because I'm on Xbox, right? So I could get the PC version, but I want to get a physical disc. So I'm thinking about buying the Xbox version. From what I've seen of Crimson Desert, the gameplay looks pretty solid to me. I think a lot of the problems for Crimson Desert are spawning from players who are used to playing different sorts of role-playing games. Every RPG has a certain level of familiarity, if you will, about them. Many of them play the same kind of way. They have the same type of progression system. Crimson Desert doesn't operate that way. Excuse me. So I think that's one of the reasons why people are up in arms about it. They say that the story is lacking, the controls are not intuitive, etc. That's the way the game was designed. And I think that's just because some people are used to playing role-playing games a certain way. So they're used to playing, they expected Crimson Desert to operate the same way. It's a completely different game, and I think people have to approach Crimson Desert from a different, just from a different perspective. The game Crimson Desert, I think, is a solid. I think it's a solid role-playing game. I think it's a solid RPG from what I've seen. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I think that the hate is unnecessary. It's not like we're playing Mind's Eye, for heaven's sakes, for freak's sakes. Here's the deal: Crimson Desert is not Mind's Eye, so it's already freaking 10 out of 10 in my book. Mind's Eye was a complete and total crap show. It was garbage. So it's not Mind's Eye. So it's 10 out of 10 in my book so far. That being said, the developers are listening to fan feedback, to customer feedback, and they're making changes to the game. So I think some people are just used to playing the game a certain way, or playing RPGs a certain way, and it's missing certain RPG elements that these players are used to. I think that's where a lot of the hate's coming from. I think that's what it is. That's all. Yeah, Carrie, you have to be open-minded about every game you play. That's how I was with Mind's Eye. But Mind's Eye was a complete and total trash show. I'm not going to say the other word. It was a complete S show when it launched. It was trash on day one, and I was super pissed because I pre-ordered. So yeah, Mind's Eye was garbage, and I kept an open mind about that game, and I'm super disappointed, man. Super disappointed. So yeah, that's why I decided to wait until reviews began to release. I think Crimson Desert is getting a lot of undue hate. The game has good mechanics. Yeah, Carrie says, Mind's Eye made me cry, laugh, and angry. Oh, Mind's Eye made me angry. That's it. I didn't laugh, I didn't cry, I just got pissed. Mind's Eye is garbage. Okay, so ladies and gents, that's it for the live stream. We're out of here. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. This was a fun stream. We have today's ugly starship total, 3 for 3. 3 for 3 starships. 3 nice-looking ships for 3 ugly starships. So we broke even. We broke even today. So thank you guys so much for joining us. If at all possible, we will return tomorrow and do some more No Man's Sky ugly starship hunting. Not guaranteed as of right now. But if I can come back tomorrow to do some more No Man's Sky, I will. I'm working on another No Man's Sky video, and I would like to try to get that released for tomorrow night. But if we can. If no can, we'll be back again some other day. That being said, GTA 5 Online will be live streaming on Wednesday, Japan Standard Time, so hopefully we'll see you guys here for that. I think Guitar Guy 80 will be streaming later on tonight, so if you guys aren't subscribed to him, make sure you're subscribed to Guitar Guy 80. I think he's going to be doing either Grand Theft Auto or No Man's Sky later on tonight. And we should be getting a notification from him here real soon. So if you're not subscribed to him, you should be subscribed to him. Show that man some love. You guys know how we do it here. Okay, there it is. Looks like he's going to be doing Grand Theft Auto Online. So there you go. Guitar Guy 80 will be streaming in a couple of hours. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for being here today. Again, if I can return tomorrow for more No Man's Sky, we will be back tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you guys later. And with all that being said, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me on the way out. And with all that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, a.k.a. The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everybody, please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there, and I'll see you all next time. Let's make a restore point. There we go. So everybody, please stay safe, take care of yourselves, God bless to each and every one of you. Please do me a huge favor, hit that like button for me on the way out before you go, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good night.